scheduled Arkham LCG streams. In the meantime, hello everybody, welcome back. We are here streaming the rest of our Eldritch Horror game. We started it Monday and then technical difficulties sort of ended the stream before we finished the game. So we have decided to return and triumphantly whoop Nefrenka's butt. So
if we can, because a certain somebody decided to make us have to go through his final mystery, which is a royal pain in the butt.
Whoops. We will introduce ourselves extremely quickly, catch you up on the game situation as we do, and then we will dive right in. I believe it is the beginning of the investigator phase, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'll start. Hello, everybody. I am Elsewhere. I am playing Wilson Richards, who in this game walked to Hyperborea up in the Arctic Circle and then killed a monster and then walked back, and is currently wandering around, murdering things with the Khopesh of the Abyss in one hand and a chainsaw in the other.
Too bad neither of those will help you with cultists.
Yes, well, I have one lore. Who's next?
Preferably someone next to you on the table.
Hello, I am Justify Science. I am playing as Jim Culver currently, who plays very lovely music for dead people. He's also pretty much been running around the map and getting clues. And I think his next job is to get like the clue here or something, and then go.
Yeah, we'll mention
I don't know.
We'll
We're
mention the
gonna do
rumor in
something.
a second.
Yeah, he has a gun.
He does, and a lot of
He just got a
clues.
Winchester rifle.
Jim Chester.
Jim Chesters.
All right.
Hi, I'm
Okay.
Eli. You might recognize me from my normal Guardian characters.
What normal
Or-
Guardian
or
characters?
Guardian-like characters.
The only character you've ever played on this stream is Pete.
But I still turn him into basically a Guardian.
This is true.
And now I'm turning Gloria into a Guardian with my flamethrower.
Woo!
Because my last character, Lola, succumbed to the King in Yellow.
Okay, but let's be real. Every character, because of Preston, has become a fighter. He just buys all of the top tier weapons and then doles them out.
Except for
I bought
Patrice.
my own weapon.
That is true. You did buy
I
your
would
own
be a
weapon.
top tier fighter, but I have a back injury and I keep losing shit.
Yeah, you do. We can't trust
No,
you
neither
with
secret.
anything. All right. Julian.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yes, it is your
It's
turn.
not.
That is what a
Got it.
circle means.
I'm Julian, and I'm introducing myself to our one viewer. Hey, would you look at that? I think it might be Julian. How are you today, viewer? I'm doing perfect. How about you?
I'm not going to dignify that. Dana.
Anyways, I'm Dana, alias Sunlight Shelter. Patrice is wandering around the globe, getting improvements, closing gates. And unlike every time I play D&D, both she and I use she/her pronouns, so no one gets very confused whenever they try to refer to me or the character I'm playing.
Yes.
I forgot my pronouns.
Remembering
The
pronouns.
only person whose pronouns do not match their characters right now are mine, since Gloria, I'm pretty sure, goes by she, and I go by he or they.
Yep, I'm
Yeah,
he,
I'm
him.
also a he, they.
He, him. Wilson is a he, him. Julian,
Sassy.
pronouns.
Hey, him, I'm
Tell
being sa- I'm
tell
being-
our single
I'm being-
viewer, Julian,
No,
your
no,
pronouns.
There's two now. Somebody else showed up.
Oh, yay.
I'm being sassy in the chat, though, but nobody's here to read it.
I don't know if Julian really
I don't
was funny or
actually have
not.
Twitch open right now. Hold on, I'm gonna open Twitch now because I don't actually
Did
have it
you
open.
did you link us?
we're just gonna all open Twitch and we're gonna have 5 viewers and it's just gonna be us watching us do this stream.
If I ever get an actual laptop, I need to, or an actual desktop with good compute with good guts in it, I will maybe actually stream some of my own.
All right, we'll stream snipe we'll discuss stream sniping ourselves at another time. Currently,
There's a third viewer now.
to catch up our
Everybody's on
viewers, everyone who's watching this stream who already knows, because so far everyone who's watching this stream is also doing this stream.
Shameless. Left. It's just me again.
We are on our second mystery. We have completed one rumor, and we are over halfway through the Mythos deck, which is horrible. In our first rumor, we successfully warded off in our first mystery, we successfully warded off the Black Wind. In our first rumor, we successfully found the white ship and kept it from tearing reality apart. So far, we only have one casualty. Eli's previous character, Lola, sadly had to be sacrificed in order to get to the white ship in time. Current board state, we have... we are all pretty decked out. We have a few gates with monsters that we're going to clear. Our current mystery is stricken from history, which we basically just have to get clues off the sideboard.
So good.
And once we have done that, we'll move on to our third mystery. Because we are playing with the Unto the Breach prelude, we will not actually be done on our third mystery like it says on the card. Instead, we will flip and handle the final mystery, which you usually only have to fight if you're doing really poorly. We also have a currently active rumor, The Contagion. And we have to go to Istanbul and stop the spreading illness of Hastalik, who is apparently Cthulhu bacteria.
It's slightly too real.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming, James, you're our third viewer.
Yay.
Woo!
I actually turned it off.
Look, we can all chat in the chat with each other like we're actual viewers.
Oh,
I mean-
Hold on, wait.
Hold on,
Did
right before you were.
Hold on, are you saying we need to act like an actual Twitch chat? Got it. 1 second.
I will
I've
address
never
chat.
watched a Twitch stream before, so this is a first.
I will say, hey chat, can you
stream
do
before,
this
I
for
know.
me? I will say, Pogs in the chat, and Julian, you will send Pogs in the chat as if we have a real working relationship with our viewers.
Hi,
There
Pug.
is no Pog anymore, though. Rest in peace, Pog.
Oh, hey, Davi!
Did we actually get an actual?
We have an
viewer,
actual
not
viewer!
just actual viewership.
All right, hey Davi, we'll stop dicking around and actually get to the gameplay now.
Strategy, Jim. Hi. We
What
need
a- I
some
mean-
help up here.
Yeah.
Jim's-
Oh, we're going to do a Pog of the day now.
Yep.
What's a
Pog
pog?
stream every day.
Excuse me, someone needs to explain to me what a pog is, because I have no freaking clue.
It's a weird Twitch thing, but also we now have
Pogs.
Pogs in the chat, so I think we've just succeeded Twitch. If I'm correct in assuming that, I think we just won Twitch. We're done. We can end the stream.
There we go, yeah.
Back to the topic at
Yeah,
hand.
so I'm gonna go...
Strategy. So
I'm
Jim
heading
needs
toward
to go to
Istanbul,
Istanbul.
right?
Yeah,
You can get to
I
Istanbul
only
return
played-
for one action.
Yeah. Oh, I could? How?
Because free path to the pyramids.
I
and
do.
the
I feel like we
pyramids
don't
which
want
is an
those
action.
illness conditions, so I think solving it is the way to go. And
Yeah.
since you already have the 3 clues necessary,
I was going to...
Considering I am the lead investigator, I too agree that I don't want these illness conditions.
does anyone have enough illnesses to just get rid of this thing? Although I guess with Patrice at 4, we can't really tank
I don't
3
think any
damage
of
to the
us-
face. Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah.
Where
I'll
are
just-
you
I'll
currently?
go to Istanbul and get rid of that.
Okay.
They are currently in Alexandria, which is sideboard to the pyramids.
You
Oh, that's yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, that's nice and
okay.
nearby.
focus, I guess, and then spend some clues. De-rumorify us.
All right.
Oh, Dobby explained what a pog is. Thank you, Dobby. You're the best.
Yeah.
Ah, perfect. I'm enlightened. Okay, so I assume my job is just going to be to fight the zombies before they
Yeah.
proc a reckoning and add Doom. Advanced Doom.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm so used to playing Arkham.
You
Okay,
are
great.
the
I guess let's just
divine.
start
Before we
with
do all that,
start with
can I do
Preston.
some retail therapy.
Yeah, you know it.
Me!
Okay.
Oh my god.
Let's
These
go
are
ahead and
All
roll
on board for
seven
this
dice.
retail therapy.
Time for irresponsible, reckless spending, or not.
Woo, got all of it. Flipping that lucky talisman. Let's do it again.
Don't re-roll the... Wait, is it all?
It's
Oh,
all
yeah, it's
Always
all. Okay, see, that was much better.
Okay, these are 2 matching, and I think I'm gonna have to re-roll those, right? No, that's in the fight.
Yeah, because you don't have the you don't have dice yet.
Yeah. I can increase one of them.
So
I can re-roll one of them.
No, you
I
can
can also
increase
re-roll
five-
one of these dice.
You can re-roll one, but you can also increase that 5 to a 6.
Yeah, I would say
Okay, one literally re-rolled into a 1.
increase that 5 to a 6. That is
Six.
6 successes.
So that's
And you have 2
six
resources.
successes. We're gonna spend 2 resources as well and make that 8 successes. Give me the specialist. Give me
Ooh,
these dice.
more re-rolls are always good.
Give me a second to get you your talent in case it matters,
Yes.
because you might get silver tongued.
Magic shop for our spellcasters.
Quick study. Would you like an instant other talent?
Of course. Let's do it.
Resilient.
All right, and then if I flip this talent over, right?
Yep. You may spend 1 health or discard a talent.
I love quick study.
When you lose health, you may cut.
I should
Um,
Amanda.
So does this work together? Can I do these together? So I would lose a health, but then I can test strength, and if I pass, I don't lose the health.
Yep.
Okay, let's spend a health. I'm gonna test my strength to see if I lose health.
All right.
I have 3.
Oh, that's right. Everybody already has dark pacts and agreements and stuff. I forgot about that.
Mhm.
All right, I succeeded.
You.
You don't lose
Jim
health.
I
makes no
succeeded,
deal.
so I don't lose the health.
Except
Now
Jim.
I'm
Jim makes no
resilient.
deals. I also don't have one
Flip that
currently
over.
because mine already
Now I flip
procced and killed
resilient.
Bola.
I got 1. I gain an injury unless I discard this card.
You hear a sickening snap. How did you break bones studying too hard? Now that is hardcore cramming right there.
Screw it, I'll take the injury. Give me the injury.
Ay ay ay.
I want to gain all of the cards in 1 turn. That's the game I'm playing.
I mean, you're doing a good job so far.
Oh crap! I just lost the.
You've
text
you've
of-
only spent what, 6?
Rather than reset this thing, we're just gonna have to search by hand now because I lost the deck searcher.
Okay,
Aw.
so as my final 2 money, I'm also gonna take training regimen. So go ahead and find me another talent, please.
Do you want? Oh, it's once per quick studies, once per round. Sadly.
Yeah.
Hold
Find
on,
me.
shit.
I need an injury and a talent, please. Please, Eli. Thank you.
Not your
Please, thank you.
injury.
Okay, where's my injury?
That's not
Those are all blessed.
practiced.
I got practiced. Okay. This one do.
Excuse me, I need to give my kitty a little treat.
Kitties
Oh,
are
wow.
important.
Oh wow! I am a practiced buyer. Okay.
I
where's
mean,
my injury at?
that is completely accurate. Let's be real. Based on everything you've done this game, have you gone a turn without taking
Oh,
the
you've already
acquire
done your
assets
injury.
action?
Hmm?
Have
No,
you-
Of course not.
Yeah, okay, that's what I figured.
Okay. Give me my 6 new cards real quick.
That was absurd. That was half of
These are
your
all
first
mine.
action.
Yes. Also, this training regimen is immediately discarded, I believe. Yep.
I got it.
And then once
Oh,
you're done with that,
None of us can move things. Eli.
No, I got him. It was lagging.
Patience. It's a lag because I am trying to get the search box back out.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I assume
Okay.
you're taking those.
Now I'm gonna gain a resource, and then I'm gonna philanthropy to gain a second resource, and I'm back up to full resource.
Oh, we're so broken at this point.
Oh, and here's everybody's search boxes, so you can search for your own stuff now.
Oh, yay.
Oh,
Practice.
yay.
Zillion.
That's adorable.
Quick study. I got a specialist ally,
Yeah,
and I got gambler's dice.
Oh wait, you gained a non-common condition. I can look at that.
Oh, cool.
That
What?
was your internal injury.
I gained an internal injury.
What's the back say?
Lose 1 health and flip.
Those aren't fine.
Lose 1 health and flip it back? Okay.
You cracked a
That's
rib,
And I
apparently.
mine. Look at the top 2 gates in the gate stack. Put any number of them on the bottom, and the rest on top in any order, then flip.
Ooh, nice.
I'm even better Gloria now.
All right.
To be careful.
I have a lot
You're
of
pretty
things
close
now.
to San Francisco. You won't.
I mean,
you
I
won't
am
see
not
anything to take
statted for closing gates, but I don't mind.
care of. But you can deal with the monsters.
Yes, that I
Okay.
can do. And the Istanbul
Okay,
one is going to
so
spawn
what
on
I'm
Jim,
gonna
so
do
I
my
think...
turn is I'm gonna go to space, the ocean space number 3. I'm gonna go to space 3, do the encounter there to try to chip away at the mystery, and then I can start taking care of the gates in the Americas.
Does that work on... Oh, that does work on Stricken from History, because it's any research encounter. We just moved the clues to Egypt. Sick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. So before we get to that though, Eli needs to now do his shopping spree, and I have 1 more action.
Yeah, that was half of
Part
Preston's
1, gain a
action.
resource. Part 2.
1 success.
Also, Davi, I completely agree. Like, I'm used to Eldritch being this, like, an hour to set up and another hour to take down labor of love that requires a full evening investment into the early morning. And admittedly, we still play that long, but with the mod just automatically setting up everything and searching the decks and everything, the amount of time it cuts down on is insane.
I'm debating if I want to spend both resources on ancient manuscripts or if I want to just spend 1 and get Magic Shop. I think I might just do Magic Shop.
I think Magic Shop is
Yep.
good for you.
I think Magic Shop is good for me.
He stocks with a Lodge Disciple.
Lodge Disciple. More Preston stuff. You got Dread Curse!
Look, more influence. I need to get to the point where I can buy the store twice.
Man, Dread Curse has such a history with our group. Which one are you keeping? Okay, yeah, that was a wise choice.
If you want, you could probably get rid of the Flesh Ward, actually, can't you?
Wither is completely redundant.
That's fine.
Yeah, as long
If
as...
I'm going to use Wither, I'm just going to use Flamethrower.
Yep.
That's fair.
Whereas...
And
on the
then
other hand,
Dread Curse.
Red Curse.
When you really want to make sure that you're just annihilating things.
But yes, Davi, the tabletop sim has simplified a lot of games on here. It makes setup a non-issue, and the game maintenance goes a lot faster.
There's no
Like, and
kill
you're
or
only-
Wrong,
overkill.
but like also, the copy of Eldritch on my kitchen table doesn't crash on me.
This is true.
Yes,
This
Have you
is
finished-
true.
Have you finished expanding the one I sold you?
No, I only just found someone to play it with me, and like, there's only so many times I can badger my roommate into playing 2-player Eldritch before I use up my supply of goodwill.
That's fair.
You clearly haven't learned the art of solo Eldritch.
Folks,
Me
we
for-
started this session at 11 p.m. We need to at least make a passing attempt to stay on track if we want to finish at any point before dawn.
Okay. As my
my
final action, then,
Oh my god.
I'll rest. God, I'm not even damaged. Why would I rest?
Move to Tel El Amarna or the Sahara.
I was gonna. Alright, fine. Yeah, Eli can take care of this clue. I'll go get. Yeah, we'll go to the Sahara. Work on these clues.
Ew.
Alright, so, Patrice, you want to take your turn
Patrice.
finally?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to move to space 3 in order to start working on that clue for the mystery. So wait,
Improve thyself?
I am, but like also, what stats do Nephrin Ka research encounters normally use?
Probably lore and obs, right?
Let's look and see. For C encounters, it has been lore and influence.
Okay, well, I can't improve those, so
Obs is the next one I'm seeing.
Davi, I completely agree. I know, like, I love the fact that it's easy to set up and take down the mods on TTS. But if I had the opportunity to sit down with our group copy of Eldritch and actually just go through the nightmare of shuffling all these decks, I would do it in a heartbeat. Like, I love the actual physical experience of playing board games, and I definitely miss that.
I don't know who that was, but thank you for putting my clue back on my card.
We're all looking out for each other here.
Yeah, like the pandemic has definitely taught me that in-person gaming is something that I absolutely miss, because you don't. As a solid extrovert, I can only get so much energy from other people sitting in front of my computer talking to them.
Yeah.
Whereas
No, I
the antics
completely
of
get
trying to
that.
get this going with an actual group, that maybe if a bunch of us pod together this semester, I can try to pull off again.
Well, we can only hope.
Yeah, my vaccination number 2 is officially scheduled as of this morning, so I will in fact be 100% vaccinated when I get back down.
Woo!
So
I
that'll
am.
be good.
I would say I am not. I don't. My area is not even into the point where I can get vaccinated yet.
Yeah,
So
me
that'll
neither,
ways to go.
unfortunately.
Well, I
Um,
can get mine, I think, before you will be able to, but
Probably.
still-
Anyways, so I got my
Back on
reward,
travel.
Inspiring Virtuoso.
Yay!
Once per round, when a gate spawns, gain 1 clue, and you may allow an investigator on. Sorry.
Another
You may
investigator
allow
on
an investigator on
any
any
space.
space to spend your clues.
By the way,
The
Davi,
music just.
I love Arkham 3rd Edition. I play it solo a lot on TTS because unfortunately I don't own it yet because board games are all elsewhere and I'm stuck at home. Oh, elsewhere, that was a pun. Haha.
Oh.
I honestly didn't mean that. Don't judge me. Leave me
And
alone.
by board games are elsewhere, you also mean board games are expensive, so unless you happen to have a significant other buying them for you, it's hard to justify the purchase of a $70, $80 board game.
Well, yes, my girlfriend is the best. This is a fact. Back to the topic at hand. I'm going to attempt
Oh my god, there's so
to
many queer emojis.
purchase. Let's see what I can buy. I have 3 influence and 2 resources. I don't
What
think
if
I
you're
have any
someone doing
boosts for
entire
this.
action that's not Preston?
Yes, I'm just trying to.
Was I not good enough for you?
No, I'm gonna fight. There's literally nothing else for me to do. Leave me alone. I'm doing this. That's a 1, so I can get up to 3. Do I have any rerolls? No, I don't.
You have to-
I
you
have
to
Lucky
focus.
Sig case, but I'm saving that. I'm not spending a focus on this. I'm about to go fight.
You got your focus bullshit though. When you spend the focus, you get.
I know, and I'm probably gonna need all of it. Why is there a cursed dice sitting on my thing? Get that out of
That's
here.
your dice of shame for that joke.
Get it out of here.
No, you keep that.
All right, so
you keep that and you accept
I can
it.
spend both for the ancient manuscript
You-
for
you
another
got more every
reroll.
time you do it.
One of them for the Scroll of Secrets, but I don't need that because spells. Not doing that. Lodge Disciple I can't afford. Security Squad, not worth it. I'm a
Useless.
strength character. All right, I'll spend both resources.
Wait. How does that work with my Gatling gun? Does that work?
Nope.
No, I don't think so.
I either fight at 8 or I fight at 7.
Well, it's strong.
I don't think it's worth
I
it.
am getting the arcane manuscript because a reroll is always good, and I'm about to go very much into the belly of the beast for my second.
Elsewhere, do you approve of of Preston's extra title now?
What is he?
Oh.
Super extra.
Yay.
That's pretty accurate, all things considered. I'm then going to move in and just challenge them.
That's what I'm going to do.
Just prepare. Just prepare. Pray to whatever gods you pray to. Except don't pray too hard because I don't want to have to shotgun them in the face too.
Even though you're the one that made us responsible.
Well, yes. Can't wait. Let's go.
Alright.
Alright. Oh,
Gym.
Is it gym time?
It is gym
Did
time.
someone say Jim?
It's gym o'clock.
Yeah.
Did someone say Jim?
Boom. I'm gonna focus, because that's always a good idea. Pow. Alright. Do I spend the clues now, or do I do it during the encounter phase or whatever?
You will, as an encounter, you will make an obs test.
right.
Okay then, so I can focus. And oh right, I can just do that. I will free move to I'll stay put. I don't need to free move anywhere. And then I will I'm going to test my Kmithos Codex. Oh darn, I failed. I'm going to
Again.
because I have inspiration. I can just gain another focus.
Huh.
So is the action really wasted?
Yeah.
Probably
I
not.
wish I had more. I wish I had a better tome to work with, but oh well. There's not that many good tomes out there in the
I'm sure you'll
Yeah.
get a better one eventually. In the meantime, you
especially
can always
when-
get the,
Oh, wait,
the
did you-
scroll of
Wilson,
secrets.
did you burn something out of the reserve before you bought stuff?
Oh, I forgot to do that.
You could probably burn out scroll of secrets. I don't think I
I'll-
think all your spellcasters. No, wait. One of our spellcasters doesn't have a spell boost. I also don't know if they want it.
Yeah.
Security squad is garbage. Security squad
Yeah,
is just
you can
garbage.
go with this.
yeah, all right.
I want to be good at spells.
Oh, it got replaced with
street.
patrolling this. Ooh, that's nice. Wish I had had that before I took my move. Oh well, I'll buy it next time and then find something else to murder.
Yes.
Or I'll buy it next time.
Yeah, someone can buy it and then we'll kill stuff. That's basically my only job in this party. It reminds me of Amanda, except Amanda also finds clues. Get this stupid cursed die.
No,
Off
keep
my-
that there. It is your badge of shame.
I will delete this from... I don't have permissions to delete this from existence.
No, you don't. Which is why we can just
Promote me already. I'm the streamer.
You want to just lock it in place real quick?
No, this is not. The joke was entirely accidental. Stop harassing me. Ah!
I think it's been locked.
Ah!
Oh my god.
That is literally in the way of me putting my...
That's your fault for grabbing your card.
All right.
Now I don't have to look at it.
Are you sure?
I...
Functional.
No.
Okay.
No. I literally... No. Alright, that's enough. Seriously.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna throw them as fast as I can. Oh, no, you locked it in place. Off to a great start.
Now.
And I have,
Alright, kids.
okay,
Every-
I've had to be
Nice to be
mature all
present.
day.
Everybody is a child.
I've had to be mature all day, thank you. This is my one chance to goof off.
Yes, well, welcome to the goofing off.
Be nice to your siblings, all right? Come on.
Ma!
See, you made me bust out the accent.
Yeah, I noticed. Okay, back to the topic at hand. Stop moving my sheet. Thank you. I believe it is time for encounters, yes?
Yes, it is.
Probably.
Okay. Research encounter for Preston.
Give me the clue.
Actually, research
Red
encounter for
flag.
everybody except me. Possibly actually including me,
No,
because...
Jim is not getting one either, but
Where's Jim? Oh, Jim's in Istanbul, yeah. Gotcha.
Give me the clue.
Yeah,
Give me
Davi agrees with me. Davi says children behave.
No.
they also
I
agree
just
with
want to
me.
make that clear.
Davi also
feel it.
seconds Eli's point. Davi is the parent trying to play both sides here.
So we read forward, correct?
Huh? Yeah, we read
Yeah,
forward.
we
You're
go.
reading. You read for Preston.
Oh no, we read behind then.
Yes. Well, however you define it.
Julian!
I swear, you have better
Julian
things to do.
I really
is on a
don't.
wilderness.
He's
It's
really
correct.
doesn't.
I believe so. Yes.
He's a dog
Okay.
sugar daddy.
You come
Yeah.
across a forgotten sack at an abandoned campsite. Lifting the flap to peer inside, you find a deadly asp coiled atop a stack of
A
papers.
deadly
Will
asp.
-1.
What is it?
Will -1.
Will -1. Okay. So that is a 1. But with my lucky dice, I always now re-roll a minimum of 2 die. I roll, not re-roll. I roll a minimum of 2 dice.
That's strong.
Also, I don't know.
There's a reason it costs 3.
I can re-roll with that one. I can re-roll with that. I have a lot of re-rolls.
Well, you
That's
can
all
also
I
just
use.
throw an extra die in if you want to.
It's funny to watch items fluctuate game to game.
Yeah.
Like, the lucky
So
dice
we'll roll 3 die.
are
and I can
ludicrously
re-roll, like,
strong
3
here.
dice.
But they're, like, they're, like, decently powerful in the LCG. Meanwhile, the
Alright.
Pocket Watch
These
is, like,
two-
minor
these two
to
are
pointless
matching,
here.
So I'm going to use my my gambler's dice to re-roll these two.
But it's incredible in 3rd edition and in the LCG. So it's
Come
funny how the
on.
same assets get reused in different
Okay.
ways.
Now I use the specialist to re-roll another die.
I'd use practice first just because you've already invoked practice.
Oh yeah. I will invoke practice and re-roll a die.
Wow.
Alright, now we use specialist and we re-roll another die.
Oh,
There
it
we go.
almost tipped out.
It took 4 re-rolls, but we finally got it.
Yikes.
That one. Oh no, that actually has a backside, and that one. I did not fail the test, I went to flip it.
You snatch the papers quickly and shut the flap, gain this clue.
Just ignore the. I just like tip my hat. Afternoon ass. Grab the stuff and go.
Afternoon,
You know
Mr.
what I
Snake.
really like? I like how there are like a fuck ton of monsters in this game that
Okay,
are
and
just
then this
like
goes straight
completely
into the theme.
horrifying creatures, and you fight them with no minus will modifier. But then you
And
see a
then the
fucking
snake.
snake, and then suddenly it's the worst thing ever.
We all are Indiana Jones.
Scary as hell.
All of us are Indiana Jones.
Yeah, we
No,
just
I-
all have a
they're really
deep
fun.
fear of
Look,
snakes.
Poison Francisco. Yeah.
I
Alright,
mean,
somebody else's turn.
at least a
Touching
certain
the snake,
other agent
though,
one
is-
didn't pop up to keep Julian from streaming with us.
Can't get rid of these
What did I do?
stupid.
Oh,
I will
Spooter.
say, petting
Oh, Spooter, yeah.
petting a snake is a seminally cool experience.
I'm going to make this so
Very
small that I cannot see it. That is my solution.
Oh, I have to
Oh
say
my
the
God.
too, don't I?
No, do not do this.
Josh, how do we make it bigger? Josh, how do
Stop.
we make it bigger?
Stop. This is. We have an actual game to play.
Josh, how do we make it bigger?
I should never
Yeah,
have.
The game is your emotions.
No, I should never have any of this. All right,
Josh,
Dana.
Josh, how do we make it? Yes.
Julian.
How do you do it?
Julian.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm reading, aren't I?
Yes, you are reading.
See clue, please.
Yeah, it's clue. Where the heck is the clue pile?
Up
Oh, it's
here.
this one.
Oh my god.
Alright, C clue. The first mate offers to give you something he found if you can solve his riddle. Lore -1.
What the fuck?
Why is the first mate asking riddles? We don't question that.
He's bored as hell. He's been on the freaking ocean, alright? There's been no pirating to be done.
3
Why did you roll-
successes.
Why did you roll 4 dice for that? Good lord. Oh, right, you have the boost. I forgot about the booster. Yeah, so, gain the clue and a relic unique asset.
Nice. Okay, someone give me a relic. I'm gonna go put this clue on the mystery.
I think no, we need all 5 clues for this one.
I can't
Yeah, we do.
even.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Preston, did you put your clue on the mystery? 'Cause I think
did,
it should
yes.
be okay.
If you fail, he teases you relentlessly for the rest of the journey for being unable to solve the riddle. Lose 1 sanity.
What a dick.
distraught
That is-
teasing.
that is savage.
Mental damage.
All right, how do we need 2 more
Oh, did you watch
clues.
it? Yes.
Okay, it's my turn. I can't even see my card under all of the dice that people are locking.
It's called Alt or Option.
I don't have those privileges.
We played this for how long on Monday and you haven't memorized your card text?
I
Come
don't
on,
even.
man.
Okay.
You know what that ability is. You don't need to read it.
I haven't memorized my card.
Do I
And
even
you
want
know this
to?
game how much?
Do I want to try and fight the
and a half
cultist?
time.
Is the real question.
Well, I mean,
Look,
I'm more
fight the
referring
vampire
to
first.
If I fail, it just sort of cuts my
always-
murder spree short.
No, I'd say go for the vampire first, so you can decide if you just like to nope out and deal with the Wendigo before you deal with the zombie horde.
I can
Yeah, no.
banish the cultist if I have to.
I
too.
was definitely gonna nope. So, did you just call me Mateo?
No?
Alright.
Okay, I definitely heard that. I'm having Eldritch flashbacks from the campaign. Okay,
Oh, that's interesting.
one sanity,
All these lovely
Test-
It's
dice
Wilson the Vampire Slayer.
4 will, I think.
Enthrall.
4 will seems 5 will. No, 4.
Dear Lord.
Things don't stack. Things don't stack in this game. Just 4 will.
Like, gaining +1s just stacks on stack? Oh.
They don't stack.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right, that's a
In
success.
Eldritch, you get the single
Strength
greatest
minus
plus
2.
modifier.
5 minus 3 is 3. So 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Let's just fire this off. I have plenty of rerolls. Not that I need them, because it is deceased. Vampire bye.
Vampire, something died. Is somebody gaining focus and/or sanity here?
I would love a focus.
Oh. Alright, yeah, take a focus. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Taking focus amidst all those lovely dice.
Yeah,
in
I don't
the
need.
area.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, focus on your revenge against
I will teleport here. I think I'll kill the Wendigo first.
You must fight the Wendigo first. You must fight all non-epic monsters before.
Oh,
you
that's
fight
right.
epic
That's
monsters.
right. Let's try that 4 will again. Skadoosh. Alright, fine. Strength minus 1. This deals more damage than it has health. That's interesting. 7 dice again. Oh, 8 because it's minus 1. Hacha. Oh, that's just super dead.
Now roll a die for the hunger.
Ayo!
I do not have hunger. I won't be dealing damage to my allies as well as my enemies. And now for the big guns. I do have an ally, so that would
Wait, and
suck.
there's another guy on the Amazon.
Yeah, it's a cultist.
what?
I'm not really good at those. So I'm just
Cultists
gonna.
require lore tests. These are magical cultists, and because Wilson
Cultists?
is
I'm
You
fine.
He's
can't
not
fight
initiated
cultists
into
normally, you
magic.
have to
Fine on the
you have
will.
to reason with them.
Now for the complicated part. Minus 3, so that is 2, 6,
6.
6 dice. Here, I'll use these. Here we go. Okay,
Three
that is
successes.
1, 2, 3,
Oh,
4,
no, 6 is kind of steep, right?
5.
So it's dead
That
then.
is
Yeah, it's
just
already dead.
straight up dead. Okay. Goodbye, zombie horde.
Does anyone know the Walking Dead theme song? Because I don't know it. I just know Buffy.
Let's see. Okay, I've got tons of focus. I might as well go for the gate.
You want to go for the
Wait. Who
fluids
wants
if
to
we can
focus
finish out
their
the.
sanity?
We won't
If
be
we
able to
can
finish
focus-
out the mystery this
Yeah,
round.
we can.
We need 5.
can.
Wait, who wants to?
Oh,
who wants to
oh.
focus?
Clue for sure.
We have 2 focuses and/or sanities to deal out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. Holy crow.
I think everyone's
most of us are
full
pretty-
on focus.
Patrice
Oh,
isn't
okay,
quite
so-
full on sanity or focus.
Jim and Patrice can both take a focus then. Or
And-
Patrice can take a sanity.
Or
Yeah, Patrice. you should
Gloria can take a sanity, but Gloria doesn't need sanity. Gloria can
I
just
will
recover
take a-
sanity
I will
whenever
take
she
a
reads
focus.
books.
Jim took a focus. Patrice take a focus or a sanity, whichever one you want.
Fix your counter, it's broken for me still.
Patrice.
No, elsewhere we will not clear the dice in your play area, and it's rude that you can't just speak to us like that. Alright, clear the
What?
dice, Josh. Clear the
Okay,
dice, Eli.
I meant to say things, but I realized I was muted. I'm taking a focus.
Okay.
Anyways, I've got your C clue, right?
No, yes, actually, I'm on Atlantis now. Sorry, I teleport so much that I really lose track of it. See, clue me
I
up.
think
What
that
up,
Wilson
what up,
doesn't really
guys?
understand states of matter. Like, he walked to Hyperborea.
I mean, yes. I also, like, tripped in the Amazon and found myself in Atlantis. So, I'm just...
Oh, is that how you imagine it? I just imagine like once the thing is dead, the sword just kind of like starts dragging you along, like flying through the air. So I'm just imagining you flying out over the sea, just holding onto the sword, stopping in the middle of the ocean, and then just going down.
It's like a worldwide dancing weapon, and I just hold on to it tightly enough to get yanked.
Exactly.
Nice.
That's perfect.
You freeze above the middle of the ocean. What are we doing here? And the sword just slowly points towards the
Oh,
the
no.
water.
No.
The sword just slowly points towards the water, like no.
I don't want to get wet. Down it
Okay,
goes.
like your dice.
I
So-
see that. Yes, thanks.
Very excited. Alright.
I don't think that you got here on this ship. I think you just sort of like popped up
Poofed.
10 feet above it, and then you were like, I guess I'm a passenger now. But anyways, you notice a shady passenger aboard the ship and sneak into his cabin to snoop. Odds -1.
Okay, that is a pitiful 1.
One dive justice. One dive.
But I
justice.
succeed.
Yay!
You
You're
find
supposed to roll
documents
left
linking
side
him to the
up.
Brotherhood of the
Yeah, why did you roll
Beast, clue
green?
and one additional clue.
Breath.
An additional clue? Did I just... Wait.
You got an extra clue.
He makes... Oh, I can only put 1 up on the thing, but that's fine. That means I get to actually keep a clue.
Whoa.
And you don't have to fight a cultist.
Well, that's always good. I'm not very good at
Check
those.
to your wonderfully variable die sizes.
Alright. And now I'm reading for Jim, right?
That you are.
Oh, except Jim doesn't have anything to read for. He's just making an obs test.
Correct.
Oh yeah.
Stop.
There we go. Okay.
Stop has to leak.
What?
Has to leak.
Wait,
That's
how
what
did
this
you end up with 3 more clues on the Majiggy Majiggy?
Because we
Because
do a
we're-
lot
We
of
just
retests.
all did those this round.
Yeah, okay. This is what happens when you
Right.
only like half faith.
Do your ops test.
I'm doing it. Throw. I succeeded!
Spend 3 clues.
Okay, spend 3 clues and we just solved that. Whoops.
Oh, and
Oops,
for
oops.
players who are for viewership who is not super well acquainted with Eldritch but is watching us anyway, we happen to be playing on like one of the most obnoxious player counts because the difference between 4 and 5 is actually one of the most notable because it increases the number
Oh,
of gates you have
God.
to deal with at any given point.
This is true, yeah.
What are we doing?
We each round the number of gates, clues, and the size of monster surges depend on the player count. And at 5 player, we spawn 2 gates per round. So it's a lot to keep track of. But when you have a teleporting guy with a sword, who can just cut up all the monsters and then leave the gates undefended, it's a lot easier.
especially when you've got two very good gate closers.
Yes, we are well equipped.
Okay. Clues spent. Ah, it keeps moving.
Okay,
Oh,
and
it's kissing moves. Are those teleporting buttons? Oh, those are just...
All right.
So this is done. The rumor is cleared.
Yes. And now, James, you can read a city clue for Gloria.
Alright, wait, where does this guy go?
I'll put it
I'll
away.
leave him here. I'll still do it. Yeah, okay. For Gloria! At a well-hidden pawn shop, the proprietor offers, for a fair price, to bestow upon you the magic of a ruby-encrusted scarab amulet. Just influence, excuse me. Just influence -1.
good thing I have 2 focus. But I don't need it.
All right.
Okay. Gain a clue and a glamour spell. Because you're pretty.
Okay.
And that is our second mystery.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that
You
one.
have Azure Flame. You have Magic Shotgun.
I have a flamethrower, so it's extra flamey.
That goes
Oh my
well.
lord.
Yes. You just enchanted your flamethrower, basically.
The enchanted flamethrower, yes.
See,
No,
I
don't
always
have enchant
I always
weapons.
associated this art with Azure Flame, but now there's a part of my brain that's like, oh no, Light of a Forgamon. Oh no, my
What is
soak.
that one? Oh, it is the light of Pokemon art, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Fine gate, like most of the Mythos Codex went from being an okay card to being a really crap card as the Forbidden
Oh,
Pact.
yeah.
Has Dread Curse been
Guys,
used
look
yet?
how we can actually solve mysteries within a
I don't believe so. That looks new. That looks unused.
Okay.
So
It's
time
time
for
for
a fun
the Mythos.
ooh, Advance the Omen.
What red gates
That
do
is
we have?
two?
We have 2. Ugh.
Oh no.
Reckoning effects beginning with monsters on the game board. The
Cultist. Oh.
Cultists do have reckoning effects, but they do not apply. because
Nobody is
they are
near.
ward adjacent.
Okay.
Or
Nephrin Ka.
This moment.
Ancient One.
Oh.
Move one step closer to the vent pyramid unless you choose to lose a sanity.
I moved to Alexandria. Perfect.
One
That's
step
exactly
closer
where I
for
want
me
to
is
be.
Buenos Aires, right?
Absolutely.
Sweet.
Alexandria, perfect. The city where I
I'll
wanted to
I'll
be.
take I'll avoid the sanity. I'll take the sanity. I need to stay where I am.
I like it when Nephrin Ka just like gives me a ticket to a place where I wanted to be anyways.
He's a total
Mythos
bro.
card effects. Mythos card effects. There are none. Possessions and conditions beginning with the lead investigator.
Woo! Alright, let's do internal injury first. 3 strength. 3 strength. How many rerolls? Do I have any rerolls right now?
You've used a lot.
I
I
know
don't
this.
think so.
Yeah, I am out of rerolls. I use practice, but I can't flip it. Yeah, I used them already. Alright. This is gonna be
Just
fun.
tap it.
That's fair. 3 strength. Yes,
Nice.
success. Internal injury. Fight me. Alright.
You gotta rest to get rid of it, right? Yeah.
Whew,
Oh, that was close. Yeah, it's you're cutting it close there.
Alright.
All right.
We're good.
See if
Can I?
Patrice, are you
Yeah,
gonna
so-
drop something or kill somebody?
Go, Patrice.
Fucking bad
I'm going to
people.
toss the enchanted dagger. Thank you, Preston,
Why
for
not just
giving me
burn
some
out the
garbage that I
mysterious
can throw
tome?
out.
The mysterious tome is actually useful.
yeah, I guess.
Bye, Dagger.
Bye.
Either way, and now for the fun.
Oh boy, here we go. Cross your fingers, everybody. Good.
Whew.
Yeah, we're okay.
There's still a chance to get rid of the agreement, technically speaking.
You got Voice of Ra and
Voice
Blessed on.
Yep.
Ghost
I'm
of
gonna
Blade.
do the voice of Ra first while I am yet blessed.
Smart.
Get it?
Yeah, what? 2
You
die?
are blessed.
Yep.
Read, you are
What
blessed.
if with mission
Why
to
are
be
you not
multi-sized
using
dice?
these special die?
Ooh, okay. I totally have rerolls.
You have Lucky Sig. Add 1 to the result of a die.
Lucky Sig, this is now a 4.
Success.
And that's about it.
I
unless
think
there's-
I'm gonna
Ancient Manuscript.
Ancient Manuscript as well. Reroll this one. There we go. That's more like it.
Alright.
Voice of Ra. The voice speaks to you constantly, interrupting your rest and causing you to become fatigued, lose one's sanity. Okay, now I feel like I shouldn't have lost that sanity. I will have to rest next round.
But thank goodness you have a psychoanalyst.
Or
Yep.
you just kill some shit. I'll do it.
And then blessed. Nope,
Rip.
I am
Ba-da-ba.
unblessed. It was fun while it lasted.
You're not special anymore. You're still special.
Alright.
Thank you. I appreciate that,
Jim
James.
has got nothing. Gloria has got an Azure
has-
Flame and a Find Gate.
Yep, at 5 dice each. Because of the
Onk.
starting with Find Gate.
This is karma for messing with my play area and my
Unless you
dice.
discard this card, my vision lets me just do the same effect, so we don't need it anymore.
Okay. Bye, Find Gate. Okay, Azure Flame time. Do it again. One success.
Yeah, I'll
you
stick with one.
can use your vision to Okay.
Oh yeah, I could. Oh yeah, I forgot. I can use my vision on each. I could have used my vision on each of those. Let me.
Oh, yeah, that's
look
not
at
a
the
one per
last
turn.
one. Okay, so no.
Yeah,
on the last
visions is
one.
really strong.
Yeah. And no on this one. Okay. Lose one sanity unless you gain a madness. I will just lose the sanity. I think, because I can recover sanity really easily.
Okay.
And it's not even that bad of one. Holy cow, 3+. Discard the nearest monster with toughness 3 or less.
Whoa.
So I could just lightning bolt a monster halfway across the map.
Assuming you succeed, because otherwise gaining madness conditions is not great.
I already have puzzle box that I need to be testing, and I haven't really tested for much, so...
There you go. We also have a little bit of breathing space to actually rest.
Okay, gate time.
Istanbul and San Francisco.
San Fran.
With a hunting Yaki.
Uh,
Nope,
Oh.
not anymore.
Do you not have it?
Nope, I burned out Find Gate. And Poltergeist.
My bad. Hunting Byakuya will move to Patrice or me.
I'm really not liking these.
Okay. A Bane
And
for
no one gives you a
our
Bane no matter
glorious
what.
leader. Oh, you
Don't
got
even
it.
To specialize in Bane. It's just cursed.
The best.
What is it? Only 6 casted.
I think Patrice needs her actions more than I do. I'm just gonna rest and stay where I am. So I actually would love to take the Byaki.
Okay.
I forgot I don't have a threat area in this game. It does not engage me. I just become delayed.
You are so used to Eldritch and Arkham 3rd.
I am very used to,
You're so used to all the other Arkham.
the LCG.
Arkham files. Oh, and by the way,
Why are you delayed?
Mr. Preston,
Oh, I
advanced by
noticed.
one
Yeah,
locally
I noticed.
investigator gains an agreement condition.
Give me the agreement. Preston didn't learn to read before he signs contracts.
The wizened
Who's on
old
that part?
monk whispers, I have spent eons preparing for this darkness, but time has shown me that humanity may not be worthy. What would you give of yourself? What will you offer to prove that you deserve to be saved? For good or for evil, advance doom by 1 unless the lead investigator gains an agreement condition. See, the thing about that is, several agreements just kill another player. I'm not sure what that says about, like, what would you give of yourself? What would you sacrifice? My friends and loved ones. Oh.
But I mean, the agreement I usually see that hits our group is the one that kills you by sanity loss.
No, we saw one earlier here that killed you with sanity loss.
No.
Is that not what happened? I mean, people
No,
are going to be
no,
watching
no,
this in the
no,
future, or will be watching them all in a row.
I made the decision to sacrifice.
Ah,
It
yes.
wasn't my agreement, but I made the decision to sacrifice.
All right. Preston is going to be unable to go shopping, unfortunately.
Oh, that was an
Are you
encounter
sure?
card.
I mean,
My memory is fuzzy. It was 2 days ago. How can I be expected to remember things from 2 whole days
Have you seen how
ago?
bad I've been rolling, Eli? I'm not going to get any.
yeah, you've been rolling a lot of 6s.
Guess we'll find out.
Oh, but first,
Oh, what?
Need a new
Oh, right. This thing became events.
Our third mystery is, whoops,
flipper.
exploring Egypt. In Nefernkah's time, he enslaved the people of Egypt, performing unspeakable rituals from within a lightless pyramid. The land has long since healed from his bloody reign, but a dark secret still remains. When this card enters play, place 1 Eldritch token on each of the following spaces: Alexandria, Cairo, the Nile, and the Sahara Desert. After an investigator resolves an encounter on a space containing an Eldritch token, he or she or they may spend 2 clues to place that Eldritch token on this card. At the end of the Mythos phase, if there are 3 Eldritch tokens on this card, solve this mystery. Alright, we need
That's
6
a lot of
clues. 6?
Wait, remember,
Alright,
you guys
well,
can
I can-
spend my clues.
Yep.
I
Oh,
can
wait.
resolve one immediately.
So, like, if someone has 1 clue, they can do it, and then I'll just get my clue back because of the camera.
Oh, wow.
That's nice. Okay.
I feel like
Everybody
my best
spend Patrice's
course of
clues.
action should go somewhere.
It's only once
it'll-
per round,
okay,
though.
the getting it back only works once per round, but like still.
Patrice can wander around picking up clues on the main board, I guess, while we...
Well, we could theoretically solve this round if I neglect the gate up in Istanbul.
I wouldn't recommend that.
Yeah. I only have to neglect it for 1 round.
I
Still
can
gonna work on gate closing.
I can always clear it.
Alright.
That was
Okay.
a
I'm
lot
gonna
of will,
go-
though.
Who's going
I'm gonna
first?
go
Because I assume it's not me.
I can, because I can literally, I'm just gonna go somewhere and solve one because I
Come to
have
Alexandria. I'll take you shopping.
Okay.
I don't think Jim's had an interaction with Preston yet.
No, Jim hasn't been Sugar Baby yet. That's why Jim
Join the ranks of the Sugar Babies.
Join the squad.
Alright, so am I lead investigator now?
Yep.
Hey, oh, that's a first.
Hang on. I should be
consigned to your fate.
lead because I need to clear the gates before people try and close them.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have to. Okay, you do not have to clear this one. I can get. It's only a poltergeist, and I'm throwing like 5 dice at it
I'm still gonna do it because it's fun.
with shotgun.
I kill things. That is my job in this party. By the way,
I got a damn flamethrower.
Davi, I completely
It's
agree.
aggravating.
Playing, specifically doing like Eldritch, Nephrin Ka, and this Egypt sideboard and mysteries and stuff is the whole reason I'm excited to actually go to Egypt in the LCG. Admittedly, I love Guardians of the Abyss. It is probably my favorite set of scenarios in Arkham, but I would love to spend more time there and focus more on the Egypt, less on the Dreamlands. Although Eternal Slumber did a really good job with Cairo. So I would really enjoy that.
The chances of us getting Egypt are really high in my view right now, seeing as we just got Nephthys as an LCG card.
I think I really like Pat's theory that it's going to be a globetrotting campaign where you go to several major locations around the world and Egypt is one of them. But really, whatever happens, I'm for visiting Egypt. I think Egypt is cool. Plus, especially if we get some local investigators, like having actual Egyptian investigators would be really fun.
Nephrin, say like Nephrin Ka being maybe the final one they go against, because he's probably like he would make, or it being another Nyarlathotep.
If you make them all masks, you could literally go to 50 different places around the
Okay.
world and have them all be masks.
Who's
Okay,
the lead?
I'm lead. I just rested, healed 2 sanity. I don't think I have any other rest effects, funnily enough.
You don't have any mana to clear recycle
Nope.
analyst.
So I will. I mean, I'm done. That's it. I was delayed.
Oh right, yeah, you couldn't even rest.
I could rest.
No, A, there's a monster on your space. B, you're delayed. You lose both
Oh,
actions.
that's a great point. I am low on sanity. Wow. I forgot that delayed was both your actions in this game. Man, I have been playing too much LCG.
You mean too much third.
That too.
Oh,
Third, 'cause
Why
Both
did
great
you
games.
in the
Both
LCG.
great games. Don't get me wrong.
Come say hi, Jim.
hi. Why am I lead now?
You're not.
I missed
You're
it.
not
Did it
lead.
matter?
Oh, sorry.
Uh-huh.
It does matter. I was lead.
It
My
does
turn
not
was
matter.
my turn was forfeit.
I
It,
want my.
All right.
I-
Hey.
I want
la,
my
la,
damn
la.
flamethrower.
Oh, wow. I'm back in Alexandria. I have.
wow, Jim is ready to work hard for that sugar baby position.
Why did James get so close to the mic for that one?
Oh, my.
Arrives in Alexandria, immediately takes Preston to the ground. He's getting paid well for this.
Though maybe not in cash.
Well, yeah. Favors.
Yes,
Really good favors.
favors, quote unquote.
Alright, do you have a second action?
I don't know how to make this go upright.
Ta-da! They're into some really strange things.
That is athletic.
Yeah, yeah.
What are you doing for your actions, Jim?
Oh, that wasn't even action?
Where were you? The pyramids?
One action. I've got one
You're in the
more.
pyramid, it's fast.
Yeah, that was actionless.
Okay, so
Oh, you can try
Oh.
your cursed tablet.
Flip the
I
tablet!
don't
Flip the
want
tablet!
to.
Flip the
No,
tablet!
I'm gonna gain a resource.
You should not gain a resource because Preston's going to let you gain a resource for free on his turn.
Yeah, so
I mean, you could still gain a resource and then...
No. Because he's already... Because it's part of... It's a gain resource... A gather resources action.
Oh, right, yeah.
Alright, so.
Just flip the tablet. It'll be
Flip
fun.
the tablet! Flip the tablet!
Flip the tablet. Flip the tablet.
Um,
Peer pressure. Peer pressure.
I
Peer
don't
pressure.
feel good about this. I don't feel good about this. Feel good. Yeah, I'd rather do it. I'll do it. I'll do it next turn once I've actually like resolved the Eldritch thing.
Jim comes Alexandria, Preston says flip the tablet, Jim says no, Preston respects that and acknowledges consent.
Good. I'm glad that our collective sugar daddy is pro consent. That's important.
Wait.
How did we get this?
Preston,
I never
wait,
got
Preston,
At
do
my
you want a
past clue
sanity?
encounter, I got the clue and a relic, but I never got the relic.
I'm at
Preston,
full
I
sanity.
can give you a
I'm at-
sanity as
I'm
an
at full
action.
sanity, I'm full.
You're at full sanity, goddamn it.
I'm
I don't
super
know if I
not.
can do anything if I can't get a resource.
My sanity is in
I
trouble.
could,
Rest.
you know what, I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna rest because I still need a health. I'm not at full health.
You can also,
And you
now
can
you can
figure
invoke the
the
elements.
elements.
Oh yeah, that's true. Let's
That's
when you
true.
perform regulation to call upon the arcane energy of the world. Lore. Do 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 do. Oh my god, that's too many dice. Okay, there we go. Why did I just
Also
Yeah.
casually rolls the sanity tracker.
Stop that.
Oh. Hello, mother.
Put another token on it.
It's the
Oh,
same
you
game.
flipped
You
it.
finished it.
Did you want to Did you want to flip the sanity tracker or no?
Yes.
Not the sanity, the
I-
unique asset.
I
you
wanted
want-
to flip the card. I didn't want to flip it.
Okay.
Okay,
Flipping it too. Okay.
so that's 2 tokens.
For every Eldritch token on this
Oh,
card, one
Monster
monster
loses 2 health.
of my choice on any space loses 2 health.
Nice.
So a
So discard
cultist.
that cultist and
Well,
discard
you can-
the Byaku's
Wait,
card.
wait,
Kill
I-
the poltergeist.
I kind of want to go to the cultist
Why?
because then I can do the expedition encounter and get my mineralogy research.
But like, you're actually gonna be able to kill the cultist with your one lore.
I have
Also,
2
why does
lore.
Nikon just like-
I have 2 lore
is my
and
God
2
design?
double focus.
Guys,
It's lore
Guys,
minus 1.
what is this Nikon doing up here?
Probably from a while ago when I
I think we
it.
killed that before.
Okay.
Put it away. I say put them both into the poltergeist and just melt it.
But I want to flamethrower the damn poltergeist.
I know you do, but this...
And I have Azure Flame.
Yes, that's great.
So beautiful.
My ability to clear a gate and my ability to do an expedition are not the same, and the expedition is better. Also, flipping... I guess you're going to use flamethrower, so you're not at risk of like adding doom or stuff.
No, I'm not.
It's just it saves 2 whole rounds for me to get into the Amazon.
Just murder the poltergeist.
I apologize. I was gone for a bit.
Oh, well, welcome back. We're just arguing about... Both of us want you to kill the other person's monster.
Yes, because I want to kill a damn thing with a flamethrower because I've had this flamethrower. I'm able to use it.
Okay.
But Reed has an actual reason, Eli.
Which monster would we have a harder time just straight up killing? I would say the cultist, right? Because we've been avoiding them.
The cultist
The
is...
reason we've been avoiding the cultists is because the person who is then the one closest to the cultist has the worst lore among us, and we have another person right nearby that could actually kill a cultist without any issues, seeing as they have 5 lore.
Alternatively, we could compress 2 whole rounds and get me into the Amazon 2 rounds early, having killed 2 enemies and clearing the expedition to get 2 clues.
I think that is the more important thing to do, seeing as we need 2 clues per Eldritch thingy, and we need 3 Eldritch thingies, and right now we're only clearing 1 on this round. And we still have another mystery
We
to do
have...
after this. And the doom counter is getting kind of close.
Oh, we aren't even clearing... Oh, we are clearing. We
Jim picked, the
could-
poltergeist is dead.
Hold on. The poltergeist is a thingy. Bring him back.
No, that's an... Oh, you're right, when it's defeated. Who gets the boon?
Since I was the one who got the Bane, can I have a boon so I can try and get rid of it?
That makes sense.
Yep.
Who wants to focus their sanity?
Oh, sanity, please. I'm half
Elsewhere.
dead.
Get a sanity.
Thank you.
Okay. Do I get the boon then?
You get Living Link.
Dang it.
Oh, that's nice, though. I love Living Link.
I wanted blessed though. I want this curse gone.
Hey, guess how many... Guess what? You're now rolling 8 dice on your influence
Oh
test.
my god.
With shotgun on the 6s.
With shotgun
Yeah,
on the
but
6s,
also the
and the
6s
reroll,
only.
and gambler's dice.
Yeah, I think
These
you're
are the only ones that
you're
actually
doing
do something.
okay. Okay.
Fun.
So Gloria's turn? Is that
No,
all
was
is
still
that all,
Jim's
Jim?
first action.
Yeah, that was Jim's first action. Jim got
Ah, love those local paths.
Jim, you got a second action.
I mean, yeah, should I go? Should I just go take care of I'll just...
Hey, if you want the shopping spree, you gotta stay here. Yeah, just chill. Just chill. We vibing.
Yeah.
Well, Kerr's
I'm done.
tablet. Kerr's tablet.
I'm not doing that. That's not
Jim
what
already
I'm
said
doing.
no, and Preston respects consent.
Jim said
'Cause
no.
of course
Jim
he
is
does.
very risk averse.
Can pay,
By
you
which I
can
mean
pick a
Justify
ticket since
Science
you were
is
in
very
it.
risk averse.
There's literally no other action to take here.
Yeah, because you were ever in a position to gain a ticket, resources redundant,
Eli, start your turn. We're done.
making sure that no trading.
Does Preston want to trade before we go on a big shopping spree
Excuse
together?
me.
I think Preston's got enough. I think Preston's gonna figure out what he wants to give you when he buys things.
Preston can always Preston can always trade, take the cursed tablet, and then use it himself.
Oh yeah,
That'll
I
be
would
later.
prefer that. Vastly.
We'll do
Oh
that.
wait, you gained a non-common condition this round. You gained Living Link.
Ooh, yes, tell us which one he got.
Alright.
Improve one skill of your choice.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah,
should improve.
London
your
Gate and Relia Gate. Do we want? Are we okay with both of those
Why
being
are
on
we
top?
looking at gates right now? We're not even close to them.
No, we're checking.
Because of my vision.
Oh.
He had a vision. I think we'd
I had a
prefer the
vision.
I
Relia
have
gate,
no idea
personally.
what's going on.
Patrice is right there. She can solve that.
I mean, we're getting both theoretically. I mean, we're gonna get both next round unless we decide to nope the London Gate to the.
I mean, I don't have an
Oh,
issue
yeah,
with the
yeah.
London Gate either. I'm fairly close there, especially if the bent pyramid gets me.
I am. It would take unless I complete. How could I?
Ship
could get
ticket, move to Istanbul.
I was gonna go. I was say I could also just go handle Cairo this turn.
I think we want to be in a
'Cause I
good
have-
position with our gates.
Cause like I think I can go handle Cairo, get a ship ticket, and then
That
as
leaves
as part of my turn.
that leaves
and then I
2
can-
active gates where instead you could. How are you going to
One
get
of
the
which
extra
is
clue?
in-
Oh, you're going to spend Patrice's.
No, I'm just gonna take inspiration.
What's inspiration?
My reward. I can just after I
Spend a
do
focus
calm
to gain
action,
a
I can
clue.
just
Gotcha.
turn a focus,
Okay,
so
but
I can go.
I worry about rushing to complete the mystery when we have so many gates on the field.
So I can do the mystery this turn. Next turn, go in, and since it'll only be one action to get up to Istanbul, and then the next turn I can go over to London. Or,
Okay.
Because by then the London gate will have vanished.
I have faith in you.
Time.
I will kill the monsters for you if you want, or just let you be a strong, independent woman who don't need no man and flamethrower them yourself.
Yes, because beautiful blue flames. I'm now Azula.
Oh, that's not a good thing for anybody. Put them back in whatever order you want.
I think we can keep both, but it does. I think we're gonna keep. The real question is, are we keeping both on top? And I think the answer is yes, because this way we can predict it.
Yeah, that seems good to me.
I'd rather have both of those and us be able to actually handle them than us get to a gate we can't handle, and get really wrecked for the round.
Like, just randomly having Shanghai.
Yeah, or getting Antarctica or Sydney or
The Himalayas.
Yeah, like
That would be less than ideal. Okay,
so.
Whose turn
that
is it?
was-
Gloria.
It was mine. Free path to Cairo. Ship ticket. Oh, I already have a ship ticket, so I don't even need to gain a ship ticket.
Nice.
Which means I'm going to test my book. Alright, book my will. I have not gotten any actual static stat buffs.
Ba, ba, ba.
So nothing that I convert my focus to a clue.
Have you
Nice.
opened
And-
this book yet?
Yes, once.
Yes, you got it once.
It's how
And then
my
you
visions-
forgot, you lost your key again. Smooth.
Yep. My visions have not shown me where my key is.
Okay, is it me now?
Yes.
No, it
Oh.
is still me, because I have not taken a second action, thank you.
Oh,
I'm
hurry
debating if
up.
I just want to try to rest to get this right on this puzzle box, or if I should do something else. I'll just rest.
Press and
Just try to
try
get this puzzle box open.
I'm pro puzzle box.
It's just,
Nope. You want to spend a focus?
broken 9-9. This is taking too long. I'm gonna miss the farmer's market.
Scary Terry.
Yeah, sure, why not spend the
Terry,
focus?
Terry.
It'll be fine.
It'll be
Let's try this
fine.
guy instead.
Everything is fine. Everything is fine.
Nope.
Ba, ba, ba. Mm.
The dice are hitting me as much in this one as they were in
Alright.
in the last game of Arkham
Can
that
I
I played.
go to the farmer's market now? The farmer's
Yes.
market now?
Yes.
Alright,
Go to the farmer's market.
8 dice.
Do it.
Get your butt to the farmer's market already.
Alright, flip the lucky talisman and roll 8 dice again. There we go.
That's not bad.
Okay, that's a 5, so we can roll that up to a 6. I'm trying to read it out. Okay, that one was used. Gamblers. Okay, we're gonna gamblers dice these 2 ones.
Oh.
Okay, so gamblers dice are done. We will esteemed author this 2. Nope. We will practice. Oh, I forgot to practice. Shoot, I had a dice in. I get 9 dice a thing. Nope. Okay, now I will re-roll the practice dice. There's one.
Yay.
Practice is done. Did I use specialist yet? I don't think I used specialist, did I?
I don't think so.
We're gonna flip specialist. We're gonna reroll specialist. Dang it.
Have you found jewelry yet?
I have not found jewelry yet. I was saving that for the end. I believe it is my last one.
I mean, you had it no matter
Yeah.
what because you have 5s.
Yeah, exactly. So find jewelry. This one to a 6. And that is 8 successes. 2 resources makes that 10 successes.
That is ludicrous.
Oh my god.
Cash money, cash money, cash money. Let's see here. What do I want?
Cursed
Lodge Disciple?
Kristen.
Yes, Lodge of Tricle for 4.
It's replaced with whiskey. I need that, honestly.
I'm gonna take a Hitman for 3.
Which also means you get a random
Yeah.
weapon from the deck.
I'll take a Courier Needed for
Oh,
1. That
pause,
sounds
pause,
fun.
just in
Okay.
case,
Hold on.
just in case this
Okay.
matters.
Are you
Yeah,
sure
I
you
do
want?
you-
Are you sure you want the courier run? Because you haven't really been moving.
Spirit
I
dagger.
don't know what Courier Run is.
It
but
it gives you a
gives you a
random
pass.
city and that you have to go to deliver.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Elsewhere, you're being called out in a different chat.
Am I being called
Preston
out?
doesn't do manual labor like
You're
that.
right.
Yeah, a certain Naxalis is calling you out.
Okay. In that case, okay, so this is attached to that. So I spent 7. I'll take a whiskey. That's 8.
All right. You're taking all these things that I like sincerely need.
We keep both going for the restart button. You push it.
Stop.
Fresh
Fresh
fruit.
fruit for 9.
That's adorable.
Huh.
Forbidden Picks would be good for.
Please
certain-
don't take all of
give
the. You do realize that the one cost. My ability allows me to get those one cost things for free.
I know, so I gotta spend them to discard them.
No.
No,
Yeah.
no. It's I'm not from the discard. I'm not Pete. I get them from the reserve. From the reserve.
Oh. Okay. Well, I don't care.
I would like courier run. I would like courier needed, and I would like patrolling the streets, please.
Alright, in that case, I'm not spending both resources. I spend 1 resource, and then I gain 1 back in the second half of my ability, and I'll walk away with this small pile of treasure.
Small
And
pile.
Now Jim gets to go shopping.
Is the Lodge Disciple or the Hitman
Jim,
carrying your
would you like
stack
to
of
gain a resource
fruit and
first?
whiskey?
Yeah.
You ready for this? Would you like to? Alright, go ahead and gain a resource, and then you can gain a second resource and use my philanthropy.
Yay. Alright.
Cash money.
Jim, go shopping.
How much money do I have?
Well, let's
You
roll
gotta
your
roll your-
influence.
That. The Hitman. Oh god, my combat is I'm rolling 9 dice in combat now.
How? Oh, because additional die from Hitman.
Yeah.
I got no
Zero
success.
dagger. Literally does nothing.
You got
Really?
0 successes.
Preston,
Where's
Yeah.
the shop?
You can spend your resources.
resources to maybe acquire that scroll of secrets.
You can spend your
which will give you
resources as
more
one.
dice which will give you more dice whenever you use shriveling.
What was the time that was good?
Okay, and then I got whiskey, just kind of off to the side, and fresh fruit off to the side. They're just kind of chilling. This is my pile of things I can give away.
Are we doing any training on this?
I have an
unfortunately,
action.
it's
Sanctuary.
Sanctuary!
Got a good
So
card?
we're sanctuarying. So Preston, you have something on your wish list for next turn.
Got it. Will do.
Does the real question is, do you want to get rid of Cursed or Dark Pact more?
First.
Dark Pact, please. Your Dark Pact could just murder your entire. Could just cause you to just get devoured.
I will go down shopping.
Oh
I need to
my
go shopping.
lord.
You might also just get rid of your curse before you get rid of your Dark Pact, anyway.
I'm assembling my pile
Um,
of junk real quick. You can also use that one.
Oh yeah, it's like, do I need to actually become the tank? Because how much money is it going to be? For
We
me to
can
actually-
discuss our D&D campaign later. We are in the middle of a stream. We have people watching us play this game.
Yes, but like, I'm distracted.
Yes, I know.
Wait, who's
And I
buying
felt like-
things?
Preston has been buying
Preston-
things for like forever. Jim did
And
too.
Preston and Gloria, and Jim, I mean, out of this I'm looking at stuff for characters for other games.
So yeah, I just got back from doing dishes. I figured I would have enough time while pressing this buy and shit.
That was smart and accurate.
All right.
Julian,
So,
your
okay,
turns
so,
take
right?
so long that the next player in line can go do the dishes while they're
It's
waiting.
not my fault. It's not my fault. Multiple people have to go shopping. My shopping wasn't too bad. Jan,
I'm
did you
done, right?
get your clue? Did you get your clue for buying Scroll of Secrets?
Oh, I get a clue.
Here you go.
Get a clue.
Yay.
Jan, one, two.
If we're not
Okay.
looking to be stealthy next time, I can just up my armor a little bit more.
Eli, keep that talk for another game. Let's just get this thing over with. It's fucking.
I'm not even-
12:30.
So I
Like,
will say,
Yes,
if
but it's
I
not
can
even
meet up
my
with
turn.
someone and get
Yes,
a
but
clue,
you can
if
say
someone
it to
can meet up with me
yourself.
in, like the Sahara. Y'all, if someone could meet up with me in the Sahara in the next round and give me a clue, this
Just take
mystery
my
is
clue.
yeeted.
Just
You
take
can
I will
my
do
clue.
that.
Yeah, you can just spend Patrice's clues at infinite range.
Beautiful. So yeah, so this mystery is gonna be yeeted in the next.
It really is.
Fantastic. I'm gonna close gates in the meantime using
And
stats
it
that are
only
totally
took us
not
4
designed for
hours
that.
on Monday to get us to the point where we had momentum.
Yep. Four hours and 37 minutes of stream last on Monday, and now we're just gonna blaze through the rest.
I don't know what to do with my final action. I can rest to try and get rid of my
Well, there will
internal
be
injury.
a long Shakespeare monologue whenever you feel it, Reed.
Oh, the time is coming soon.
So
Yeah, we're gonna rest. Let's see if we can get rid of my internal injury.
my family's going to sleep, that's why I can't yell it the way it should be.
Ha ha! Be gone, injury. I got a 5.
Even
Even on cursed.
Oh, it doesn't matter because it's.
It just says on a 5 or 6. Doesn't
It's
say
not
on a
tests.
success. Yeah.
Yep.
What would have happened? Oh, health.
Gosh, I didn't even-
Ribs. I need those. Alright, well, I don't know where that goes. I'm gonna put it there for now.
What was it? An injury?
Yeah, it says injury.
You could just put it on the injury stack.
No, which one?
You expect him to be responsible with his things?
You mean you expect him to be responsible? Yeah, that is too much of an expectation for him.
Yes, alright. Well, it says the person who has locked over half of my dice in place so I can't use them, and forced me to continue getting new sets of dice.
All I was doing was giving you those fun dice to roll that you somehow completely yeeted away.
I have skills. You can always watch the stream to figure out where I
It's a
put the
very
giant
specific
dice.
set of skills.
Why do I have a million dice on my player?
Okay. Back to stop. No, this is not. No, I'm trying to make this a functioning stream.
Patrice, go ahead and do
Are you
yourself.
not? You asked for the wrong
Anyways,
people.
it's my turn.
It's your turn.
Okay. So
Reed,
what I'm
help
gonna
me.
do?
If you want a function stream, don't invite me.
You do fine when it's found family.
Yeah.
The
No, I
first thing
don't.
I'm doing is
You put the fun in functioning.
Yes.
Or more like we put the fun in dysfunctional. Patrice, what are you doing?
I put
Okay,
the
the
fun
first
in
thing I'm
found.
doing
Just
is
take out that
resting.
support.
I still have my back injury.
Yes.
But I did regain
Your own.
health. And then I'm going to move into the Amazon because it's a cultist and cultists are fought with lore. I can actually fight this.
Yay!
Fight.
I thought there was a request by
I'm gonna kill it.
somebody to not have you kill it.
She
Well, but yeah,
can't
that's
kill it
nice.
before I go, so it's fine. I'm gonna show up and murder the cultist. You close the gate. I'll do the expedition. It'll all work out.
Sweet.
Okay. That's
Suggestion if you
one
don't.
then.
Did you have a second? What did you take as your second action, Patrice?
My first
Yeah.
action was resting.
Rested.
You just didn't hear it because
Oh.
you guys were doing nonsense all over the
Yeah.
shop.
Pretty much.
Accurate.
Okay. Well, that's encounter time for me, which is going to begin with this hunting Byakhee perishing. Will -1, so I only roll 3 dice here. I would like to add 1 to this die. Thanks, Lucky Sig Case. No horror. Then strength -2 is 3, 7. 5, 6, 7. Wow, that is a record number of 1s. I'm not even sure how I managed that.
4 1s. Woo.
You have a very specific set of skills.
Well, I have a lot of
Thanks.
rerolls, so
Okay. So let's start with the ancient manuscript one of. That's a no. Then let's try the...
So why didn't you Vatican before Lucky Singing?
I'll have another will test later. Also, I forgot.
That's fair.
I will spend a focus, which I immediately regain, to reroll 2. There we go. Is dead. Which allows me to Kopesh. The Kopesh shoots up through the water, and I go flying through the air back to the Amazon, where I engage this cultist. Sanity. 4. 4 dice. Hacha. Okay, I'm fine on sanity.
Ciao.
Lore -1, which is 1 die of justice. Let's see if I can pull this off. Alright, let's try that again. Alright, gonna spend another focus. I'm committed. Hey, there we go, we got there in the end. The cultist is also deceased. Which allows
Why did you
me
say that like Ralph Wiggum? I'm in danger. I'm committed.
to take an Oh, you found them. Expedition encounter. Thank you, Dana, for reading that to me.
Okay,
This
so
is pile of machine with dice appear.
the Amazon, Lieutenant Colonel Percy Fawcett disappeared in this area of the jungle searching for the lost city of Z.
Z. Interesting. Original name.
You search for any signs of the expedition or the legendary city. Obs -1.
Obs -1, you say?
Mm-hmm.
That is another 1 die of justice. That's just the theme today. Here we go!
You're also out of focus now.
That did not succeed. Do I spend a clue here? Or do I spend...
I mean,
Yeah.
your clues are kind of worthless on this side of the board, but also you teleport, so...
I teleport, but Jim has 3 of the clues. If I succeed this... Actually, like if I pass the obs test at the end of this, I get 2 more clues. I could spend one of your clues and use the camera. Like, I feel like I have enough options that I can spend this clue. And continue to... Oh, hang on.
Continue to...
No. This is an expedition, which means that the fail is also a
Expedition?
course of action. I'll take the fail option.
Okay, a mosquito bite leaves you sick and feverish. Strength -1.
That was the right choice. Or not. Apparently I am weak to mosquitoes. Now I'm going to spend that clue. Come on. Nope, I fail. Wow.
Your symptoms grow worse. Lose 1 health and gain a poison condition.
Brilliant. Just
You
fantastic.
don't know, didn't you?
That is an
You caught
illness,
malaria.
right? Yeah, somehow I managed that. Okay.
Ooh, or yellow fever.
Yellow fever. Dengue.
And, I guess the expedition stays here?
No, where does it go?
Did it shuffle?
Yeah,
No,
it goes to the heart of Africa.
Oh, sorry. I confused the Amazon and the Heart of Africa as cover art for some reason.
No, that's fair. Great. Now I'm poisoned.
I think I usually end up mixing up Buenos Aires and Arkham.
I don't think you moved the correct thing there, Eli.
I got it. It's fixed.
It's just so nondescript.
I'm attempting to keep this thing on track, as foolhardy as that may be. Why is Patrice sideways? What?
Because she can be.
I'm so confused by everything that's happening on the Amazon right now.
Mr. Culver, would you like to spend 2 clues? No, sorry, you need to resolve your
Nope, it's an
first,
encounter
so-
first. We actually have to actually explore Egypt. What?
Whoa.
Give me any color.
Would you like a clue encounter?
You don't need to succeed at it though. You just need to resolve it.
Oh yeah, it would be good to get a phone card. I might just have to.
Oh, did I forget? I forgot to took my. Did I take my observation test? I don't think I did.
You have not.
Will you?
What observation test are you taking?
I'm attempting
Test for
to
mineralogy
get clues
Oh,
from
right.
from mineralogy research, and as it turns out, I'm gonna get 2 clues from mineralogy research.
Yo.
Okay. I'm ready to do an Egypt thing myself, as it happens.
You know, I was somewhat of an Egypt thing myself.
All right, Jim. I'm reading.
More realistically, you can give me your clues, and then the people already in Egypt can just take mine.
Well, that yes, that. Jim, which kind am I reading for you?
Might as well do a clue. It's any encounter, right?
Yeah, it's any encounter. So clue works.
So might as well
Research.
do a clue one, because then I'll just have 2 clues, and I can just yeet over to the Sahara, and then everything is fine.
Yep. All right. You are in a city in Alexandria. The Order of the Silver Twilight claims to have conducted surveillance on the Church of Starry Wisdom, and that it would be mutually beneficial to join them. You may gain a Dark Pact condition to learn of the church's ties in Cairo.
I'm not doing that shit. I'm not.
Okay.
I can gain the clue then, it's fine.
Gloria. Jim, would you read
Not
Gloria?
Jim still gets to spend.
Can I spend
You
this
can,
clue
yes.
to-
That you can.
Yeah, because I resolved the encounter by going, no, good night. Go do your sketchy shit.
Goodbye. Never speak to me again.
Don't talk to me or my son ever again.
Okay? What are there
Alright.
just a bunch of clues doing up here? Those need to
Well,
go back in
Those
the
are the clues.
box.
Yeah, those are the ones that are... I was just trying to go quickly, thank you. Gloria's gonna go explore Cairo.
Alright. Give me the card. Wait, why was I
Here.
Oh, thank you. I'm gonna grab. Nope.
Here. I got.
Yeah.
Oh.
There, James did it! James did it!
Yay, James, we're so proud of you.
Thank you.
Now keep a hold of it all the way over to your play
By
area.
the way, the running joke of this group is that I'm better at Dark Souls than I am at Tabletop Simulator.
This is correct.
See, I didn't know that you played Dark Souls, so...
Yeah, he streamed it
Oh,
on
yeah,
Last
I
Extra
did.
Life Day.
Nice.
Yeah, and I beat the first boss battle on keyboard and mouse, and that is my proudest achievement.
That was it was quite impressive.
Thank you. Alright, so which one?
I am in Cairo.
Cairo.
Cairo. You dream of Nodin, the enemy of
Nyarlathotep.
Nyarlathotep.
Nyar Nyar.
Kotan?
Nyarlathotep.
You dream of Nodin,
Yeah.
the enemy of Nyarlathotep. In the dream, you pray to him for help. That's simple.
Gee, I wonder how many dice I get to roll for this. I bet it's 3. Well, none of which are successes.
Well, I'm gonna reroll this.
Can't.
You cannot tell dreams from reality. Gain a hallucination condition.
Oh darn, another excuse to rest. Oh right, I rested last time. I forgot. Oh, I did regain my sanity.
All right, would you like to spend 2 clues?
Yep.
Okay, and now Gloria,
Look at us
read
go.
Preston another clue encounter.
Yeah.
That is not hallucination. I cannot spell hallucinations from memory.
City
Let
clue.
me go fix that box.
Give me the clue.
I'll do it.
You are doing. You are a clue encounter for a city.
Here's your hallucinations. Enjoy.
Since touching the idol at the Egypt exhibit, you have heard whispers when you are alone. Lore -1.
Shit.
You're not supposed to steal things from museums.
Oh, I actually have 2 of those. I got my disciple.
Haven't you heard the rule about, don't touch things at the museum?
Clearly not.
Yeah, isn't this
Alright, I rolled 2 dice. I rolled 2 dice for my disciple. And I don't think I have any rerolls.
The disciple is a reroll.
Except for disciple.
Oh, the disciple gets me a reroll? Oh, he does.
Mhm.
Okay, let's try again then. Ah, circus. Not refilled.
Lose one, or the voices only grow louder. Lose 1 sanity for each relic possession you have.
Uh-oh.
Here's
that's
one.
You have 1.
Only 1, really?
You know what that means? It's time for.
Retail therapy.
Woo!
Yeah, spirit daggers aren't even a relic.
Okay,
Oh, also, we're on the same space right now, so I could just spend an action to heal you before I
that's
go.
true.
I can
The
also-
power
I
of
can
the
also go
doot
shopping.
doot.
I can also just go shopping.
Yep.
Dude,
Okay,
Yeah, shopping.
Patrice. Patrice
Is doing a gate.
is gating.
what are you doing?
Okay. The Dreamlands. You are strictly admonished that in the city of Ulthar, no man may kill a cat. As a result, you see a city is filled with cats. If you know the language, you can communicate with these highly intelligent creatures. Lore.
Straight lore?
Just
Yes.
straight lore with your 5.
You're well adjusted for this. All right.
Success?
Yes.
The cats are pleased to chat and share useful secrets. Gain 2 clues.
That's so cute.
When the topic of
Yes.
food is brought up, dozens of cats take an interest. A crowd of hungry felines surround you. Become delayed unless you spend 1 health.
Am I actually do? You know, I actually do. I'm hoping that what will happen is that it'll be a reckoning, so I can move myself to space 7, so I can move to a gate next turn. So I will spend the health.
You're spending the health?
Yeah.
You feed the cats your rations and go hungry yourself. Close the gate.
That's so
Which also gets you a clue and a focus, which we can all spend as a group.
I
Yes.
think you're full on focus.
But yes, you guys can use my. I had one before. I just got 2. Then I get another for my pass. I have 4 clues right now.
Oh boy,
Yeah?
you are
And
well
we can get-
provided.
2 of the things using you. So just split up. Somebody to Sahara, somebody to Nile, and we've got this thing done. Actually, no, we only need 3 of them. Somebody, yeah.
Yeah, we only need 3.
Do you have a? You don't have a ship ticket. Okay.
No, I'm really just. I can use Garn fragments if I have to, though.
Garn fragments.
It's like a strictly work
Oh.
hemisphere map.
Oh yeah.
Alright. Who's in charge?
I can't travel anywhere, unfortunately. Unless you want to
Can I be in
trade and I
can
can
I be in
steal the
charge?
Garn
Can
fragments.
Jim shopping some more?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no,
right.
let's do this first.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Advance the omen.
Okay, it moves to blue.
So we're getting
Reckoning effects beginning with monsters on the game board. There are no monsters on the. Ancient one. Everyone moves 1 step closer to the bent pyramid.
Get
unless they
bent.
spend the
1,
vanity.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah, just
1, 2, 3, 4,
just
5.
go
Yeah,
to
okay.
We go to
Great. That's actually really beneficial for both of
Hell
us.
yeah!
Up here, Jim.
Nefrenka is such a bro.
Oh, don't worry. It's about to just be It's about to get worse. Mythos effects. There are none. Personal reckoning effects beginning with the lead investigator.
Oh, it's not me for once. Ah.
As
Oh,
Lee
yeah, that's
continues
me.
to throw his dice
Go.
everywhere.
Okay, I just lose a health straight up, and then I voice of
Poison.
Ra. Once per what? 2 lore? 2 pathetic lore?
Yep.
2 die.
One is to be one.
Yeah, that's a
No.
total fail. I'm gonna lose this thing. To be fair, I do have a bunch of rerolls this round, so let me reroll that.
But also, like, have you even? Oh, never mind.
And
I was gonna ask, have you used Voice of Ra once? Is it really worth keeping around?
I haven't used it because my sanity is so low, but I mean, as long as I have the
So I think
reroll,
I
right?
would think just save your rerolls for later in the round when you're gonna need them.
The round is almost over.
Oh, right. This is the. Wait, then how'd you get those back? I thought you used those this round already.
Did I?
Yeah,
Oh,
in your
the
comment
cultist
shit,
was
in
this
your
round.
quiz.
Yeah, no, I just straight up fail. What happens? If I roll any ones, discard this card. Was this a 1?
I do not know.
Let's just assume it was.
Yeah, nobody cares.
I'm not particularly cut up about Voice of Ra. Acceptable losses.
Alright, Jim has nothing. Never mind. Gloria.
2 more dice for Azure Flame, and then I'll test my hallucinations.
3 successes.
Any monsters on the board?
I think we killed them all.
Yeah. I'm fairly efficient at that, as it turns out.
So I don't get to discard the nearest monster.
That's a shame.
Testing hallucinations.
Oof. Ooh, hey, there's one.
Slow roll.
That was narrow.
Alright, my turn. Okay, we're gonna go with Cursed first. Yeah. Nope.
Nope. Go ahead and run your living link so you can.
Oh,
Just
do
because
living
it's
link?
improve a skill. It's improve a skill, then flip.
Oh, yeah.
I love Living
Well, you're
Link.
trapped in the Yithian's body in the city of the Great Race. The creature's mind is using your body to make changes to your life, preparing you to fulfill its alien purpose. That's hilarious. Preston is still getting buffed by the Yithian.
Preston really does love the body of the Yithian, no matter what game
Really
he's
does.
in.
Let's just improve. I don't know. Let's just improve Will again. It's there.
Alright,
Alright.
trying to test your other gunk.
Yep. All right. Dark Factor and agreement. Let's do the agreement first.
Okay.
No agreement.
You're safe?
And Dark Fact.
You're safe.
We're good.
I'm gonna be honest, there's a big part of me that wants your Dark Pact to be the one that just destroys all your items. It would be
You think I'll care? I can buy that back in the hour.
fair enough. Alright, Patrice has some fun too.
Patrice has a vacuum tree still.
And an agreement, don't forget that.
Yeah. the
Okay,
vacuum-
getting rid of
He's got the vacuum tree.
So I think it's either the mysterious text or one of the relics, and quite frankly, the only spell I have is banishment. I'm not using it because all the monsters on the board are being aggressively murdered.
Monsters don't exist.
My sword just drags me through the air. I can't. What do you want me to say?
I'm getting rid of the where's the stack for this stuff? I'm getting rid of the ancient scroll.
Okay.
Okay,
Where's the
and
agreement?
Oh, it's too late to look, I guess.
Whew. Close.
it was a 3. My agreement does not proc.
Woo!
All right.
And that is everybody, so
We've
we
got
go
both
to spawn our
gates.
2 gates. Gee, I wonder what they were.
Oh, no way.
It's almost like visions is a thing. Oh, great, another cultist.
Another cult-
Two
oh,
more
two
cultists.
Woo.
Oh,
Good.
Well, it's a little harder for me to teleport around and kill those.
Yeah, I actually am not great at killing those either, because I
Okay,
don't.
Alright.
I don't.
these
have
sudden
no sonic
thunderstorms have grown more common. Twice a day, rain that smells like seawater floods the streets, and cold winds that cut like glass threaten to pull doors off their hinges. The Bermuda Triangle. Each investigator rolls 1 die on a 1 or a 2. They move to Space 8 and become delayed.
I'm delayed.
So do we roll now?
Yeah.
Yep.
4. Fuck you.
Oh, it's 1?
Also, like, it would have
Oh,
moved me to space.
Jim's-
8, it wouldn't have
Jim's
done
going.
anything, though. I wouldn't have become delayed. I've got my pocket watch. I'm keeping time.
I have it. I rolled a 2. Damn it. There goes
Huh.
my plan.
So it seems nobody's joining me for retail therapy.
We got yeeted.
All of my sugar babies are on another continent.
Welcome,
So sad.
welcome to the
Wait,
West.
so what does it mean? What does it mean that I'm delayed?
It just means
can't take action.
you don't get a turn this round.
You don't get any actions this turn. So who all is delayed?
Preston, yes, Davi. Preston is continuing to level up his form. Eventually, we will see Golden Preston, and then Robot Preston, and then SS2 Preston.
I didn't get delayed, and it looks like I know which gate I'm going for. The
Yep.
one with not all of our party on it.
Yeah, that's probably smart.
I love how somebody tries to keep hiding their
Enough with
dice.
the dice. Just get rid of it at this point.
They're
Fine.
perfectly useful dice. They're just different sizes.
Okay. Well, that was an awkward Mythos phase. I guess I should go first again.
I don't think it really matters because it's.
Here, Patrice, is there any chance you could go to Relia and I could take San Fran?
Yeah. I guess the only question is whether I would use guard fragments to get there and preserve a turn, or whether I would get a ship ticket and not eat the health cost.
Yeah, that is up to you. On the one, I guess you could also use the Garn fragments and then just rest when you get there, and try and activate your tablet shards and stuff.
There's a cultist, but I would rest first. And actually, that's a good plan. I'll rest and then, because I'm 1 health down.
Okay,
Rest
great.
while I'm in here, and then see. I can take down a cultist by myself.
Yeah, you're
I'm
more
rolling
than
4
you have
dice for
exactly the stats for it. All right, do you want to go first then?
Oh yeah, because everyone in our party is delayed.
Yes.
Patrice gets to be. So Patrice gets to be the lead investigator.
Yay.
Okay, so odds -1. That's 3 dice. Nothing happens. But I do gain health, which I'm going to use up immediately to go over here. So that was kind of a waste of a turn, but whatever.
Hey, you're in the right place.
This whole round is a waste of turn.
I'm going to follow it up by moving, and then do I just
Right,
pick
you need
up...
to get rid of your poison.
Do I pick patrolling / courier needed, or do I just rest?
I'm gonna warn you now. I'm going to be buying everything I can off of this store.
I'd say just rest.
You have 3 sanity.
Yeah, 3
My
sanity
max
points
is
of
4. I'm not even doing that badly, all
You also
things
might want to
considered.
gain your, might want to gain your focus back.
You're also poisoned, which blocks you from regaining sanity too.
But Preston is right. Without my focus, I'm nothing.
You act like I've been anything.
I will gain a focus, which means I'll also gain a resource. Any chance I can gain an extra resource?
Take it.
Yay!
Alright, and Preston, your turn.
You're both delayed. Preston's turn. Fast Alexandria. Oh look, I'm in the city. Cash money, cash money, cash money.
All alone now,
still-
he can only purchase for himself. What a sad, lonely sugar daddy he is.
Still 8 dice. So I assume I count successes before I go shopping, and then that's like the end of the dice thing.
Yeah, I
if
think
buy
so.
The majority of the 5s don't become successes suddenly.
No.
That's a shame. Woo!
Not to my knowledge. I mean, chat / Davi could correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure
Alright.
it doesn't.
That's not involved. A pair of 4s that I'm gonna re-roll with my gambler's dice. Damn. Re-roll. Alright, I gotta get flip again. Gambler's dice. I didn't use like a talisman, so I have that for later. Esteemed author. Re-roll this one. That's what we like to see. Good author. Good boy.
Yeah.
Lodge did. Oh god, I forgot to do practice again. Hold on. I keep forgetting about practice. Extra dice. No. Reroll for a practice. No. Practice is done. Specialist reroll. No. Disciple reroll. No. Alright, then find jewelry to flip this 5 into 6. I think it's all of them. Am I out of rerolls? I'm out of rerolls. Well, technically I have the lucky talisman. Alright, that's 8 more successes.
Well, that, I
Each
mean,
one resource.
looks like all those
spend some.
re-rolls were well spent.
Yeah. Alright. Sanctuary, immediately.
Yeah, that seems like it's smart.
I'd say I really would say get rid of Dark Pact just because there's no other way to get rid of it.
Live by the pact. Fine, get rid of the dark pact. I'm gonna look at the. I'm getting rid of it. I'm allowed to look at the back of it now.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do
Yes,
it.
do it.
All is lost.
It
was the right one.
It was lose everything.
Yep, that is perfect.
Oh gosh, and that is I know the art from that one. That is the art from one of the cards in For the Greater Good.
Yes, the
Expulsion.
yes, expulsion. It's good art.
Okay, so cultist journal doesn't do anything because I already have the +5 my Gatling guns. That's useless.
Does it help you with will? Do you have any will boosts?
For combat encounters, I have the occult text, but
Maybe you should grab Forbidden Text then, because it's a little bit cheaper and it's the same boost.
You know what? You can just take courier needed and patrolling the streets if you want. You have the weapons if.
I'll take forbidden test. It's fine. I'm also not actively looking for enemies.
Oh, hang on. If I was, do we want to discard any of these?
Maybe
no,
Cultist
'cause I'm taking-
Journal.
Okay.
We wouldn't have seen cultist journal because I just.
Yeah, no, cultist journal wasn't there.
I mean, honestly, I don't think courier needed is very good. So.
The
Yeah, we're too
rewards,
busy trying to run around the map.
the rewards for
busy
courier
running
run
outside.
are really nice.
Let's
But
get rid of
are we ever going to complete it? We're
We're not
really
gonna-
close
we're not
to
gonna
doing
do
this mystery.
There's always a chance
Toss
that
the
you do.
courier. Toss the courier.
I'm not doing it. It's my choice. I'm not gonna.
Who here is the shot? All right, guess what? Give me your resource back. You're not allowed to take it off philanthropy. Give me the resource back.
Okay.
You disobey daddy, you don't get the reward.
I have never been your sugar baby.
That's a lie, and I think you know that.
Alright, I'm spending both my resources then. Doing the forbidden text then. So that's 4. I'm at 10, so I have 6 left. God, there's just so many one cups. I'll just cycle the expedition journal. I'll cycle lavish feast.
Recover your 1 sanity that you don't need.
Yeah.
I'd rather you. I think you should have just. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Astronomy guys look would be good for myself or Patrice, but I don't know if we're ever going to be able to reunite to have
Yeah.
it go off. If you can afford it, grab it. Maybe we can eventually sync up
Right.
for it, but I'm not.
4, 6. This is 8, so I have 2 left.
Hang on, you
Oh,
remember you did.
Sanity.
Remember you also bought Sanctuary.
Exactly, I'm counting it. So this is 8 now. And I have 2
Okay.
left.
Oh gosh.
Dear
Was that before or
Lord.
after your resources?
Hmm?
Was that before or after your
I
resources?
have 8 successes and I spent 2 resources, putting me to 10.
So you don't spend your 2 resources then and save those.
But I'm gaining a resource from my thing. I haven't used philanthropy yet.
And just buy patrolling the streets and save private care or buy
I
courier.
patrol the streets though.
Yeah, patrolling the streets is for elsewhere.
I'm not hunting down the monsters. I'm leaving that to Reed.
Yeah, I really.
I mean, then buy courier run and trade the task to somebody, or try to do the task yourself. Like,
Alright.
buying private care would literally be a way.
Yeah, fine. Give me the courier.
Ooh, witch doctor.
Doctor.
Hey.
Ah,
Damn it! I don't have enough for that one.
that
That is awesome. That
Okay, I
is
guess I'm not using
awesome.
Not using philanthropy then. they always show up last. So I spent 1 resource and I gained 1 back, and so philanthropy is still available, but not to read.
Right, you're getting the courier run. I'll get the clue. You're going to
What do I need a
Sydney
clue for?
for indicating where the courier run goes.
Ah. Just put it somewhere.
I wouldn't mind going to Sydney, actually. Improving strength is nice.
Okay, which of these got immediately discarded? Oh, did I take both of these and that one? All are discarded.
I love services. I want to play Roland.
Did you buy your you were doing your debt to get Witch Doctor or no?
Am I deading for Witch Doctor? Oh,
Are you?
I was gonna wait till next turn for it.
I mean, do you have another action available this round?
I do.
Get rid of your curse.
No, I was gonna move.
Yeah, so you can
Because
the
I was
mystery.
I was gonna go to final action, slide over to the Sahara.
Okay.
That way I
And then
can-
you're going to spend Patrice's clues to finish the thing out.
Exactly.
Marvelous.
We all have to go to the bent pyramid,
Patrice's
'cause that's the
encounter
pyramid.
is cultist first.
Will test.
I got 1 success.
You're good. Lore -1 test.
Sorry that I'm rolling your dice all over your item board. Preston.
That was
My
1
pile.
success. That is plenty. The cultist is defeated.
There are dice in my pile.
All right, and now a otherworld encounter. Preston, please read this.
Yes. You find the lair of the feaster from afar. Its den is lined with stacks of bodies that all have had their brains removed through a hole in their skull.
Well, that's
When the feaster
horrific.
itself arrives, that is creepy. A wave of terror threatens to overwhelm you. Will -1.
So I'm just trying to select exactly 3 of them. I should just move them.
That does tends to help.
Ooh,
Woo!
nice.
Nice.
When the feaster hunts in your world, you follow. Close this gate. You try to warn its prey. Influence -1. Why does everyone else keep getting the influence test? I want it.
Success!
Success? You save a life. Gain a random ally asset.
Would someone be so kind?
Working on it.
Also, did the gate close?
Yes, gate closed just by succeeding that first test.
Okay, I'm already focused up, but I'm getting myself.
Well, you're good at influence now.
I want it.
You know, for
The
you,
plus
it's
one.
just
The
the
plus
reroll.
one. Yeah, it's just the reroll. The plus one doesn't actually do it.
All right, hit me up.
Jesus.
Can you
Have living link.
imagine hiring a personal assistant that looks just like you, but wearing palette swap?
Wait, I have Living Link. I should have rolled 9 dice.
No, your Lodge Disciple doesn't stack with Living Link. They're both plus
Oh,
one.
Living Link doesn't stack. Oh, damn it.
So really, your Living Link is only good for like plus.
It's just it's improving something every other thing.
Yeah.
Which is still
I
great.
think it gives me. I think you get technically an obs off of it.
You get
Yeah.
you get strength, and you get
No, I don't like-
will.
I get strength. Okay, outside of the
But
combat.
if you get
sure.
strength, yeah, you get out of combat strength and will.
Alright.
All right, I'm up next. I am also doing a gate counter in San Francisco. So, Dana, if you would be so kind.
Oh, you already have flat will, so you're
Sorry,
just
got
getting
you.
the. So you're
Okay.
just getting the strength and odds.
Okay, so yours is
Where the
in
flat will
the
from?
past.
I'm in the past.
Oh, right. I just bought that.
The people of Arkham are prowling the streets hunting a witch. You notice they use old-fashioned words and dress in outdated clothes. You realize the year is 1692. Soon you will come face to face with the dreaded Keziah Mason.
Oh boy.
Black book. The black book.
She signed the black book.
Snab.
I'm going to use my Vatican missionary reroll. He probably wants to burn her too, let's be real. I will use my ancient manuscript reroll. I will spend a focus and get a focus back. Okay, I succeed.
You succeeded. Good. I was about to suggest that you could use some of my clues.
Oh no.
So you capture her and are rewarded with training, gain 1 talent condition.
Yay.
Practice.
I'll let you practice. Cool.
Sick.
Mason escapes, leaving a strange symbol on the wall. Lore.
That's not good. I will lucky Sig case. I succeed.
Cool. You use this glyph, close this gate. By the way, if you had failed the success condition, you would have gotten a bane condition. If you failed initially, she would have bound you to your master and given you a corruption condition.
Oh no.
And then an
then you
influence
could have
test,
gotten-
and if you failed that, you would have gotten a Bane too.
A lot of bang.
Not a bane.
Wow. That's a brutal one. I guess anything dealing with Keziah is kind of makes sense being pretty bad. Does Nahab
I
herself.
burned you.
Okay. Jim. What am I reading for Jim? Atlantis.
Probably a gate.
Yeah, let's
Probably a
see.
gate encounter. But remember, you get 1 extra. You get extra dice.
The Night Gaunts seem intent on keeping you here in the darkness. You do your best to continue climbing out of the terrible depths of the abyss without alerting them to your presence. Observation.
I'm on your space. You roll an extra die
Oh, like
That's
for
glorious.
everything.
For gate encounters.
for gate encounters.
Success.
Oh, that was good. Yeah, like that.
Success? Alright. You reach the trapdoor that leads from the abyss to Sarcommand. The journey has only strengthened your resolve. Improve will. Now it will require all of your strength to push open the door. Strength -1.
1 die of justice.
One die, justice. One die. Oh wait, I get 2.
Why do you get 2? Oh, right, because Josh. You like,
Alright!
what the fuck?
Wow, you have resolve for
Can
days.
I have that luck?
You are able to escape and close this gate.
Darn, now I have to just do generic sea encounters. Ugh.
You're on a boat.
Yeah, I'm on a boat and it sucks.
No, but. So there's a Lonely Island song, right?
Yes, it is. Generic ocean encounter.
Ugh.
Here you go. Read that, James. Generic sea.
Alright. Okay. A singing woman can be heard in the water. You try to interpret her strange words by testing lore.
Yep.
The lyrics lead you to a floating corpse and an odd item. Getting a relic unique asset.
That's just creepy.
Hell yeah.
Whoops, we both did it. Take the
I think
top
mine
one.
Popped first. Mine popped first, and I think Jeweled
Scarab.
Scarab.
Oh, that's much cooler than the other.
Good. I need rerolls because I have just a couple static.
Let's
buffs
see if
and
we can
that's
get the
not
other
good.
scarab. I always love when that happens.
Oh, you need rerolls, huh? Oh.
I have
Interesting.
okay, I have no static stat buffs
And
and no rerolls.
Preston is last with the are you doing a clue encounter or the Sahara?
I'll do a Closeville. It's fine.
Okay.
You inspect the charred remains of a ritual sacrifice, hoping to discover information about the perpetrators. Obs.
Alright, that's 3. That's success.
You find the hieroglyph Ankh, quote unquote, carved into the skull. Gain this clue.
Yay. Here you go.
Alright. I will spend this clue and one of Patrice's clues to put the thingy on there.
All right. Everybody gear up. Things are about to go
Patrice,
south.
Can I borrow your clue, Patrice?
Hell yeah.
You don't actually need to
And
spend
now
that.
Give me my clue back.
Oh, yeah.
But you still spend it, but you gen a new one.
Same difference. No, it's not same difference. The clues are specific.
Okay.
Alright, now I gotta do the Mythos card.
Yep.
Okay. It is Advance the Omen.
Green.
Do we have any green? Yes, San Fran.
We do. And Istanbul is
And-
too.
You
Did
didn't
I-
close your gate?
Did I not close my gate?
You did
Oh,
close
you
your
closed
gate
So there should only be
after a
one.
lot of work and rerolls
Yes.
and not getting banes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
San Fran needs
Alright,
to
so
go.
this-
Just
so this
one.
is-
Did anybody gain a non-common? Did anybody gain a condition this round?
Don't think
Probably.
so.
I don't think
Uh-uh.
so.
No,
I'm
actually, no.
checking players and I'm not seeing it. Darn, so we
Nope.
have no idea what's coming.
Okay.
I guess let's
Well, what's coming is the end of the game.
get
Reckoning
yoinked.
effects beginning with monsters on the game board.
There are none.
What monster?
Reckoning effects
Stop saying
beginning
that.
with
I
Nefren
mean,
Ka.
there are, but they're. It does not.
It's out of range.
Uh,
Everybody get pulled.
Zoop. I'm in Alexandria. Hey, look!
Th-
A city.
Thanks, Zephyr Cobb. Thanks for getting me out of the middle of the ocean.
We appreciate it. We appreciate everything you do.
Let me roll my thingies, I guess.
No. Yep. All right. Beginning. Personal reckoning effects beginning with Patrice.
Oh, not me first, right? I'm last. Oh, shit.
Oh yeah, I was lead investigator for this. Okay, well,
The
first,
agreement
back
and a
injury.
back injury. God, you just really don't like it.
Okay, should I toss the tablet shards or the mysterious tome?
I don't think we're going to really have time for resting right now, so...
Okay, toss the tablet shards, please.
Yep.
Gain a resource and flip or double improve influence then discard. That's what it would have done.
Nice.
Influence is already double improved.
So free source.
Agreement box!
The agreement!
Oh
It's gonna
no.
just kill you, isn't it? No.
2 health and sand. Oh, wow. Broken deal.
Oh gosh. Crap. That means that Preston has the murder. Has to just kill yourself. By sanity 1.
Uh-oh.
All right. This is a bad time for that to proc, but hey, could be worse.
Preston, I might suggest you get rid of that this turn, spending some of Patrice's million clues.
Wait, question.
Okay.
So possessions only count stuff, right?
Yeah, not
Like,
conditions.
like, does it count spells and allies?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You have to
Yeah.
discard 3 things.
Got rid of 3.
Okay, I want the camera and the arcane sutra.
And banishment if you're keeping Arcane
Banishment.
Sutra.
Oh no, that's. I want the. Oh yeah, that's true. The arcane sutra is worthless without banishment, but also I'm never using banishment.
Also, we
So
didn't
maybe
read.
discard-
Broken deal. You have yet to fulfill your half of the bargain. The man blows a smoke from a cigar into your face. I hope you understand the position you put us in. The man leaves the room, leaving his brute squad behind to collect. You just got your knees broken.
They didn't even have to. They just like prodded at my back repeatedly. That's why I lost all my shit.
It's just you're just dropping things repeatedly.
Okay, so I'm going to be losing banishment in the arcane sutra. Sorry for all the work that had to go into getting me that. Because quite frankly, with Wilson on the board, I don't think I need to get rid of any monsters ever.
You need to discard one more thing.
Yeah, it's either going to be the personal assistant or the mysterious tome.
You're not making a lot of influence tests, and I don't think you're going to really have a lot of time.
Yeah, I don't think
to
the
more
the,
stuff.
the PA is really worth it.
Yeah.
And you have
But
4
also, you
influence.
don't have a health bar left. So,
Yeah.
Garden Fragments aren't great right now.
I mean, the garden fragments are like pretty crap, but like also, I don't want to be in a position after the thing flips where like we could have won the game if I could have been like one space farther.
That's fair.
Yeah, we are subjecting ourselves to a final mystery here. I wonder who had
We
that
are gonna get
idea.
Some buffs here.
Not much. That's 6.
We are getting. Everyone's going to discard a gate. Everyone's going to discard a condition and/or all their Eldritch tokens, and everyone's going to recover life.
Get out of here,
My
agreement.
back injury will finally go away.
Woo! I'll be unpoisoned.
Well, I could get rid of my agreement as long as it doesn't just kill me here.
Okay.
I should get rid of my hallucinations.
Has everyone resolved their?
Nope, that was just the first person.
That was the first one.
I already did mine.
Isn't,
James
James doesn't
does
have any
not have
spell.
any. Let's start with Azure Flame, which is all 5 dice.
It actually has a purpose now because they're cultists. Just chilling. Too bad. Too bad.
I will just lose a sanity.
Then,
No, because then I will gain the madness condition, because then I can look at the back of it immediately. No, another investigator. Never mind, I'll lose a sanity. Testing hallucinations. Pass. And I don't have any other reckoning effects that trigger now.
Alright. Living Link. Let's improve. I don't know, let's go lore. Give me a book.
I'll get one for you.
Thank you.
Let's see if your agreement triggers.
First, we're gonna see if I can get rid of my curse.
Yep.
I'm free!
Wow. Lucky.
And now the agreement just triggers.
This curse
And
was...
now-
Oh, this was the Innsmouth look. If you're on a
was it
sea
really?
space, you get devoured.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Otherwise, it's a lot of. Otherwise, what is it? It's like me. It's
Wait,
road
let me
crap.
see this. Let me see this. Where is it?
Each night you dream of the dark comfort of the ocean's depths. Even during the day, something beckons you to the water. If you are on a sea space, your body begins to change horribly into a fish-like creature. You are devoured. If you're not on a sea space, the change cripples you. Lose 3 health and discard this card. That's a fun one.
Amazing.
I rarely see curses flip.
Yeah, it's super.
I
uncommon.
rolled a 6 on my agreement. We're safe. Let me delete this thing.
Okay,
Great.
but you'll get so.
The gates were Antarctica and the Sahara. I placed the Flying Polyp where we'll never have to deal with it, and the Migo where we can kill it for an artifact. I assume everyone concurs with those choices.
That's fine.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay? Theaters around the world are eager to take advantage of the sudden popularity of decadent
keep getting
scripts such as
Carcosa
The
ones?
King in Yellow, because the tattered dude is really showing up the fact that we can't say his
Does
name.
not like us avoiding
He
him.
does not want to be upstaged.
Audiences react in wild, unpredictable ways.
Stage.
Yes, he is claiming that this stream should be dedicated to him, and instead we're playing around with some Egyptian pharaoh. The curtain
How do I move
rises.
to random space?
Each draw a
Okay,
clue.
But we'll do that last.
Okay.
You go last because we go in
Yeah,
player
Each
order.
investigator
Alright.
must resolve one of the following effects: move to a random space and become delayed, impair their highest skill, or get ambushed by a monster. You know what I'm
sorry,
gonna
you don't want to
do?
just fight a random monster with your Gatling gun?
I want to be sassy with my pocket watch. and
I'm
say,
gonna
I
fight a
don't
random
like-
monster. Oh, it's not a combat encounter. Shoot, I can't Kopesh off
Yes, it will
this.
be.
Is that a combat encounter?
Yes.
Great, I'm gonna Kopesh off that.
Teleport.
Teleport back to Egypt.
Unfortunately, I think I have to go to London.
Wait, actually, I need to make this choice first, and I don't really know what I should do.
1,
You can
2,
just go to-
3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, you're right. I can teleport to the Migo. Yo, I'm gonna get an artifact.
And you're going to be in a good position to, say, and I can just, not that I can really take care of the cultists, but we could also just bum rush this thing.
Oh, I was thinking. Wait, I was seriously thinking like, oh, what's the best thing to do? And then I realized I can just re-improve my skill.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
just
just
it
impaired.
ticks your lore down from 5 to 4, but you have the resources to fix that.
Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna pick that.
Okay?
Okay.
I would like to get
What?
ambushed. It's a cultist. Oh no! My weakness. Let's roll 4 dice.
4 plus a reroll.
Don't need
Good.
it. And
minus
then
1.
roll 1.
Yep.
Ha! Ha!
You're fine.
Oh!
Got him. I will Kopesh.
Oh, who wants to regain sanity and/or focus?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I would love both, but is there somebody who's worse off than I am?
I don't have focus at all.
I'm missing health, not sanity.
Let the man have his sanity back. He doesn't have much to begin with.
We're gonna heal when it flips, so I'm actually gonna take the focus because those are good for me.
That works too.
All right. Prepare for the
This
final
is so
battle.
hilarious. No,
Jim,
no.
which of your 3 options would you like to do? Move to a random space, impair your highest skill, or get ambushed?
Is that if I impair my lore, 'cause I get +1 solving spell effects, right?
Yeah, so it drops your practical lore for resulting effects like shriveling from 6 to 5.
Wait, why would it be 6?
Because you have
Because you have
+2 from the Scroll of Secrets.
Okay, so I'll just take my improvement away from lore.
You could also just drop your will instead. They're equally high right now.
I don't want to drop my will.
Okay.
I don't have separate buffs for my will. But I think I do.
All right.
I'm gonna fight a monster.
What'd you get?
I don't know yet. Zombie.
Zambi. It's a mook.
How appropriate that I'm gonna be flamethrowing it to death.
Yes.
Whoosh.
Alrighty then. So, flat will, which for me is 5 because of Onk. I am clear. I need some more. Actually, I don't need any more dice. So I rolled 5. 1 plus 5 minus 1.
There you go.
That is 2 successes.
You have the shotgun effect, so that kills.
That kills, and I take no damage.
Nicely
Because
done.
it's already -1.
Teleport me,
Can I
bitches.
take the focus from that, please?
Yeah,
I
give
don't think
Gloria
anyone else
focus.
can take anything, yeah.
Well,
I could take sanity, but we're about to get healed, so.
Yeah. Teleport me.
Okay.
Okay, you go to
More fun fight.
the Amazon. Welcome to the middle of nowhere.
Zoom.
Far, far away from where we need you to be.
Yeah.
And now,
I like teleporting.
our final mystery advances. Instead of winning, we trigger Unto the Breach. James, now would be the time.
Alright, are you ready?
We're ready.
I have to
Maybe.
be kind of quiet because my.
You have been pretty quiet.
Once more unto the breach, dear friends. Once more, close the wall up with our English dead. In peace, there's nothing so becomes a man as modest stillness and humility. But when the blasts of war blow in our ears, then imitate the action of the tiger.
Huzzah.
No, I have. Oh! Stiffen the sinews, summon up the blood. Just. Oh god, I had this memorized, and now it's 1 in the morning.
It's 1:30 a.m.
Disguise fair nature with hard-favored rage.
It is awesome.
Then lend the eye a terrible aspect. Let pry through the portage of the face like the brass cannon. Let the brow o'erwhelm it as fearfully as doth a gallant rock, or hang a jutting his confounded face, swilled by the wild and wasteful ocean. Now, set the teeth, and stretch the nostril wide. Hold hard the breath, and bend up every spirit to his whole height. I could keep going. Should I keep going?
I think we do have to get along with the game, but thank you for that rendition. Basically, what the takeaway I'm getting from it is basically just be really ugly and you'll win fight.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Okay, solid.
The day of the final reckoning approaches. There is naught that can stop
Yeah,
what is
and then
coming.
it says how you should like prove that your dads are your dads by fighting really good.
That's logical.
Not, yep. There is naught that can stop what is coming. Not now. The time for preparation is over. Time for humanity to stand together as one, or perish, has come.
All right, everybody recover 2 health and 2 sanity.
I'm already at full.
Has anybody actually taken health damage this game?
Me and Patrice.
Patrice did a little bit.
Each
Patrice got
investigator
arrested.
may discard
Patrice is also
1
muted.
condition and/or all of your Eldritch tokens. None of us have corruption,
Alright.
so we just
So
discard.
disagreement.
I'm getting rid of my
Oh.
poison.
Disagreement
What
was
was
the
the
dark
one that
fact.
Reed had? It was the one that
Farewell,
Reed had.
back injury. I visited
Yeah.
a chiropractor.
Finally.
The agreement would have given me a dark fact. I would have gotten
And
it
you would have
back.
had to roll for immediately.
And each investigator discards 1 gate of your choice on any space.
That's just discard all the gates. We actually have more. We actually have more players than gates.
Sweet. Go us.
Then advance Doom to 0.
And here comes Nephrin Ka.
Place the mystery token on the bent pyramid.
And 3 Eldritch tokens on this sheet.
No way. We're being taken to the bent pyramid where we've been dragged to every time.
The lightless
What?
temple beneath the bent pyramid has risen above the sands, and the insidious Nephrin Ka has returned, though he has yet to realize the full extent of his power. As an encounter of 3 mysteries have been solved, an investigator on the bent pyramid may confront Nephrin Ka. They draw and resolve a Dark Pharaoh special encounter. When there are 3 clues on this sheet, the final mystery is solved, and investigators win the game. The Dark Pharaoh. Investigators on the pyramids or the Egypt sideboard cannot recover sanity as part of a rest action. Each time Doom would advance, discard 1 Eldritch token from this sheet instead. Then, if there are no Eldritch tokens on this sheet, investigators lose the game. Reckoning effect. Each investigator may move 1 space toward the bent pyramid. Then each investigator that did not move loses 1 sanity. Okay.
How do we get clues on the card?
The special encounters will tell us.
us.
What?
The special
It'll
encounters.
be on the special encounters.
Alright.
Who is going to be lead? We have 3 of us in position to actually work on this round.
Yeah.
So if Wilson abandons his Migo for now, we might be able to just one-shot it.
I don't really have the stats for anything other than combat, but that won't stop me from trying.
The downside is I remember, from my recollection, final mysteries and special encounters tend to be lethal.
Yes,
Like if you fail at
If we
specific
fail,
points,
we
it's
die.
just auto death.
but we have Patrice and a lot of clues.
Yes. So you need to come in with stat boosts and rerolls. I unfortunately have neither.
I don't have stat boosts, but I at least have rerolls.
At the very least,
Yeah.
you have 6 rerolls.
I
Yep.
have all of those things, so we are good.
Okay.
Alright.
Either way,
So I'm
I'm going
definitely
to start
gonna be
making
down
my
with
way
you.
towards the Egypt sideboard, but quite frankly, the only thing that I'm going to be useful for in South America is being a walking clue bag.
Alright, so let us begin our trek.
Come to Egypt, my friends.
I could be lead, if we just so I can
Oh.
stoke the bad stuff.
Sure.
Unless
Preston wants to buy me stuff.
Where are you?
Oh no, I want to end in the bent
Preston's nowhere
pyramid,
close
so
to
there's no
buying
chance.
stuff. Preston, oh, this is actually a good position because now Preston can buy stuff for Patrice before
That was my plan, yeah. Yeah.
she.
Yeah, okay, yes. You go
Fine.
first then, Gloria.
Patrice a little bit.
Alright, I move to the pyramids and free travel to the bent pyramid. And I read a book. Hey, I actually passed.
Oh,
Alright.
double passed.
Woo!
I might just I think I'm just gonna gain the boon condition.
Nothing
This
like
time.
the imminent end of the world to
I'm blessed.
remind you where you put your diary key.
Gloria's just watching like on the news this giant pyramid rumbling from the center. Like, oh my god, it's in my sock drawer.
Hashtag blessed.
Okay.
My tiny little die pool is finally blessed.
All right, me.
Yep.
Walking to Buenos Aires, and it's shopping time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Wow. Yeah, no, talisman, That's better. Oh, that's just 6 straight up.
Woof.
Gambler's dice on this pair of 4s. Oh, a 4. It was a 4. It fell over.
I believe you. I don't think you're trying to cheat.
There's one more. So these 4 are the last ones. So then, alright, so that was Gambler's dice. Now we will esteemed author. Now we will Lodge Disciple. Nope. Now we will special. Oh, God, I keep. Somebody please remind me to use practiced. I keep forgetting about practice. Give me my extra die.
Because you can use it on your actual encounter phase, though.
But I don't want to. Why bother using it on encounter phase when I can just shot more?
That's a fair point.
That's
Did
a
you reroll
success.
success?
I didn't reroll the success. That was the initial practice die that I forgot to roll. So now practice reroll. It's another success. I thought I had
Fine jewelry?
I know I haven't used fine jewelry yet, but I thought I had one more.
Davi, yeah, this is pretty much.
No, because I already flipped him.
That's pretty much exactly what this is. Our chosen prelude is Unto the
Yeah.
Breach, which says, yeah,
So
you
then
know,
make that into a 5.
the boss fight's
One,
gonna
two,
happen no matter
three,
what. You're just
4,
trying to do it with the best
10.
possible setup for yourself.
12. Spending both the resources is 12. Witch Doctor.
All things considered, our setup is really good. If this were a fight, Ancient One, we would just carve through them. But as it stands, Nefrenka is a lot harder than that because it's an encounter, Ancient One. So we're just gonna try.
I'm trying to think, is there anybody outside of... I'm pretty sure everyone's either special encounter or... no, there's one that's... Nyarlathotep's not. He's not special encounter or Big Bad.
Wait, before you buy that, I think I want the occult tablet because, like,
Okay.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it. Wait, actually, does anyone think I'll be able to make it to the Egypt sideboard in time to actually do things?
Well, you have the Garn. So yes,
Okay.
possibly.
I'm also just assuming.
But I think you're
I'll
you're
take-
I
this doesn't
honestly
anything anymore,
do
so
think
take
the
that.
most useful thing you can do is just crank out a bunch of
5.
clues for us.
Because I was
Okay.
just gonna buy the
Occult tablet is good.
and then rest and then generate a clue for you guys to use.
Okay. 5. Cultist Journal is 8. Curiosity Shop, sure. That finishes me off.
Oh,
Okay,
just
but-
straight up get an artifact.
Yeah.
You get the Narcotic Manuscripts.
Are they actually good in this game?
They're interesting. I mean, yes, they are good, but not at this phase of the game.
Okay.
What did they do?
Generate
As an
clues.
action, generate a clue for, if you're on space and negate, otherwise
Well, this is
static
my junk
or
file.
no.
Not bad. I would have liked it earlier in
You
the
have
game.
too much stuff, Preston.
This is my junk pile. Until the Narcotic Manuscript's over there, too.
Amazing.
Alright.
Too bad there aren't any gates on the game board, though.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh,
Tipping me over.
sorry, it was an accident. Preston jumped your bones.
Is this how I have to pay for my shopping spree?
Yes.
Getting back my resources with my thingy.
Preston, where
And-
Haven't you learned the ways of Preston yet?
He is a sugar
I'm in
daddy.
the same space as him.
Patrice, you want to go shopping? Go shop. Oh, exactly. You got all the sugars.
This is
What
how
the
we
fuck?
always pay Preston for his stuff.
Can someone put me like right side up?
There you go.
You can sit on his
Now
face.
you're on top of him. Oh my.
Alright,
Okay.
let's do shop. Go shopping, Patrice.
Okay, so does the resource thing happen before?
Take your
Yes,
choice.
it can.
Okay.
It can if you would like.
Okay, you want to gain 2 actually? I'll let you gain 2. I'll take that one.
Sweet. Cool. Okay, so I have 4 dice of buying.
Go for it.
No, that's a clue, not a die.
You can't roll clues, turns out.
You've got 3
I
right
was
here.
looking for the dice bag, but someone moved it.
Aww. Have I been nerfed? Have I been neutered? Aww. Look at that.
Okay, well, I needed those resources. So I'm just going to burn that and my one focus to get the occult tablet.
Nice.
I'm
Okay,
gonna bag
this-
your
this
top
is-
table.
Oh, well,
We-
James.
We have already gone a fifth through the asset deck.
Not enough.
This is
Only a fifth?
ridiculous.
Only a 5th? Not enough. You think that's what it was, Reed? Have you looked at my board?
Yeah, I know. I don't
I'm
want to.
pretty sure that. Yeah,
Oh,
and I'm
you're
pretty
right.
sure
It's
that
way
he
more than a fifth. Oh, come on, you found them.
left them alone for a very long time.
Okay.
The long con.
That leaves us
Okay.
with Patrice next. Are you done, actually?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I moved and I
Patrice, have
shopped.
you done your purchase?
Yeah, I did my purchase. Okay. So for my actual turn, I'm going to rest.
Hey, Bradley Wilson.
Wait, what just happened to Wilson?
Wilson might go infinite.
Yeah, the Vampiric Talisman would be amazing on me if it weren't already, if the game weren't already over. All right, are you good, Patrice?
Yeah, I'm just getting myself another clue from the occult tablet.
Hang on, did you just tick your sanity down?
You have to pay it to us, Andy.
Oh, I see.
But hey, I've got that in spades.
That
Wait,
is
are you
true.
taking a sanity?
Yeah.
Bam! Whiskey! No, you're not.
Oh, right, I could have just.
Thanks.
Oh, well, oh no, Preston's getting his sugar baby drunk.
Are you
Okay,
really
anyway.
surprised?
Preston knows consent. Preston, we've gone over this.
Okay.
So wait. So that was my first action. So second action, I'm thinking either use the Garn tablets to start making a break towards it for the Egypt sideboard, or get a ship ticket so I can stay here and benefit from any shopping, assuming that we even have a next round.
You could move to
Might even
space
go-
11.
Yeah.
Why?
Pick up a clue.
Get clues.
Clues are always
I
good.
was like, why would I go to the middle of the sea? And then I was like, oh wait.
Yeah. Turns out the middle of the sea is interesting. Alright, mine's really basic. I'm gonna move. I'm going to... There's nothing in the thing I can get, so I'm gonna discard.
Tommy gun?
Tommy gun.
Yeah, Tommy gun. Oh, fun.
Ops.
And,
We haven't seen Chief Inspector yet on Ally, have we?
attempt to buy, I guess. Yeah, why not? Why the heck not?
See if you can get Chief Inspector for that little bit of a stat buff.
I can't. I can buy a 2. Oh, I can get the Chief Inspector. I'll take the stat buff in case it's OBS in there.
Holy Spear. That's what we should get in. That's what we should be getting in.
Into the Maelstrom? That would be a great one, yeah.
yes.
I'm
be a
still
great
rooting for the
one.
Sword of Saint Jerome.
Oh, I mean, it'd be wonderful, but like, I'm fine with the Holy Spear too, because it would be perfect. It'd be the right time for it.
Yeah, okay, so that's it for me. I will fast into the Bent Pyramid with Gloria.
Hey, Jim, you want to join us for a pyramid party?
Yeah.
It's not a party, it's an intimate get-together.
It's a party.
Okay. Is there anything else I need to do?
Flip your tablet.
No.
We're approaching the end, don't you want to know?
No is probably the
Don't
right
you wanna
choice.
just go feral?
This is probably a bad idea.
I vaguely remember it
Tired
actually
of
being
being
good. It just meant to
Don't
scare
wanna
you.
Just go ape shit.
Just go ape shit.
I vaguely remember it actually being good for you. It's just one of those things that they make it sound that way to scare you.
I'm too tired.
That's definitely a lie.
It says cursed tablet, and the image is of somebody bleeding out onto it.
Exactly. Everything is trying to scare you away, but it's probably something really good on the other side.
I'm not fucking with it. I'm too tired for that.
Alright, if you're not fucking with it, can I look at the back of it?
Yeah.
Wait. We might use it still. Oh, too late.
No, we're not going to use it. James already said.
Cool.
Interesting.
What is it?
All right. Well, in the alternate
I didn't
timeline
use
where Jim used that, Okay.
We glimpsed into an alternate timeline.
All right,
Just a
folks.
glimpse.
Let's finish this out strong. Beginning with Gloria's
scientist.
Nephrin Ka encounter.
A man dressed in golden pharaoh's guards for you, but it is not. You shudder as his icy gaze passes over you. If you have a dark condition, you are devoured.
Jesus Christ.
Good thing you didn't.
Alright. He smiles, radiating an aura of dread and despair. You plead with him to let you pass influence my.
Oh wait, I forgot. I gained a focus after I read the book. Okay,
Influence
I don't-
-1 or influence -2?
-1.
-1.
I'm gonna spend a focus.
Hey!
Pass.
He agrees, but only if you judge him to be a worthy adversary with a penetrating gaze. Test will, but roll 1 fewer die for each investigator with a cursed condition or a dark.
I don't think we have any of those now.
Did we really
Discarded
clear all of
all
those?
we-
We totally did.
Yeah, because we all got to discard them when
Sweet.
we got to onto the breach.
This is on our terms, Neffy.
So I
These are our
get
turns.
and I get a free reroll on this too from Scarab,
Oh, why did.
and I pass.
Yeah.
Okay, what if Blue's not gonna need to when she. If you had failed, you would have lost all of your relic possession.
Oh
He failed
boy.
the first test. If he failed the first test, he
You would
just
have all gone out.
kicks you out.
Yeah, these tend to be you absolutely have to pass both. There's no backup.
Yeah. Alright. 1/3 of the way there.
Eli reading from me now.
Preston gets a Buenos.
Just Buenos
Do
Aires?
you want generic or do you want generic city?
No, Buenos Aires. Fuck you.
Why would you ever do generic? I know they're sometimes
will
good,
have-
but
I
they're
have
lame.
a story to tell you. A local insane asylum desperately needs supplies. For your donations, it will exchange the arcane possessions of famed magician Friezo, who died there. You may spend 1 resource to gain 1 random trinket asset from the deck and 1 ritual
Done.
spell.
Done. I already spent it. Gimme.
Give
Alright.
stuff.
Give stuff. So remember when my initial condition required me to have 8, or my initial backstory thing required me to have 8 assets?
You got poison mist.
Why did we give him another reroll?
Did you really? You did not.
Wow. There are too many of those. Okay, Preston, read for Patrice. She is having a clue encounter.
Clue encounter. A clue at sea. What the fuck? The disembodied head of an Egyptian pharaoh speaks to you in your dreams. You are mine, he says, and you can feel your memories vanishing. You do not
Is
have a
this my
dark pack.
encounter?
Yes.
Yes.
Yours. You do not have a dark pack condition, so you wake up, heart racing, and gain the clue.
What the fuck?
Otherwise, it would have wiped your clues,
Otherwise,
Oh my
deleted.
god.
which would have been real bad for us.
So the other side of him, aside from Egypt, is he makes you have a lot of fun with dark packs.
All right. Give me
It's almost
that
like
dark
you're married
pharaoh,
or
Dana.
something.
Oh, also, good
Okay.
night. Wait, hang on. Good night, Davi. Thank you for sticking with us for this crazy stream. It'll be available later on the. I'll put it up as a highlight. So if you want to watch the last few minutes of the battle, you'll be able to. Good night. All right, hit me.
Okay, Dark Pharaoh. The sound of hurried footsteps echoes through the halls of the pyramid. It occurs to you that Nephrin Ka may be holding people captive within. A frantic young man appears, looking worriedly over his shoulder, threatening to kill you if you come any closer. You try to calm him. Influence -1.
Do I have any boosts to that?
Nope.
I do not. That's a 3. Let's make that a 4 with practiced.
He's.
How are you at 4?
Wait, what was?
It's -1.
Okay,
-1.
so 3. Even cutting out one of the successes, I still succeeded.
Alright, yeah.
The young man introduces himself as Robert Blake. He claims to be possessed and begs you to help him imprison the darkness that haunts
Oh,
him.
shit.
Or
Oh shit.
Oh. That's 2.
You had
And
2
you have
successes?
rerolls.
I don't have any successes yet, but I
Yes,
succeed.
you do.
Did you pass?
Yes.
Yes.
You may discard 1 relic possession to place 1 clue on the Ancient One sheet.
So
It
the
feels
correct
relic?
answer.
the correct is the
is-
manuscript,
The correct is the manuscript. The thematic though.
but
it
I'm
just fits
discarding the
so well.
Khopesh. I will
You
sacrifice
use
the Khopesh.
to seal the possession.
Yes.
To
Yes.
seal away the dark. You use the Khopesh to seal away the Dark Pharaoh.
Yes.
His own blade.
I have turned it against him. Okay.
By the way, the last one was the first fail effect was fun. Just when you give
I
it
already put the clue down.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
The
Yeah,
first.
The
If you
one.
failed the first test, you just impair everything.
Everything
Yeah.
gets him.
Oh, he turns into the Haunter of the Dark. Yikes. Okay. Good thing that didn't happen.
All right.
And that's everyone,
It's
right?
all up.
I know
It's
Jim
all
left.
up to Mr. Culver.
All right, Jim.
Mr.
You
Culver.
ready?
Yeah.
You encounter Nephrin Ka himself at the
Oh my
end of a
God.
long,
Oh, thanks.
illuminated hallway, but he does not seem to notice you. He works tirelessly, as if possessed, carving visions of the future into the walls of the crypt. As you advance toward the Dark Pharaoh, you marvel in his prophetic illustrations. Lore -1.
So I get +2. No.
Nope, this is not a
Nope.
spell effect.
You're just rolling 2 dice.
And succeed.
You speak to Nephrin Ka
Rolling has been very good.
and tell him that you too have the gift of prophecy. Influence. You may spend any number of clues to add 1 success to your test result for each clue spent.
Just take all of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't matter
They're
what
not
you
just
roll.
rerolls, they're 3 successes.
All right, get 7 successes,
Okay, yeah.
8 successes.
Okay.
If your test result is 3 or greater, it is. Nephrin Ka reels at your prophecy of his downfall. Place 1 clue on the Ancient One's sheet.
Got
Okay,
it.
but like
Roll the
actually,
first fail. Okay.
I am.
But-
You should keep your clue. I'll spend 3 of mine because I actually would like to have them in arrears just in case Mythos happens. Does
It
it?
The
doesn't.
game's
No.
over.
No, Mythos
When
will.
they're-
No, it's immediate.
No, it's immediate.
It's immediate.
Spend it all.
When
Succeed
they're
by
approved,
8.
you
We
can
just
have
won.
players. Honestly solved.
I
Also,
love
yeah, the
I
fail
love the
condition
initial
on that
fail on
was
this, though.
so good.
That's one of the best fail
Whoa.
conditions in the game. But let's just appreciate for a second. We did it after how long has this stream been? 2:42.
No idea.
So this only took us over 7 hours.
Sounds
But
about right.
we vanquished Nephrin Ka. I'm so proud of us all.
I love. I want to read this final flavor text though because it's so.
To our
good.
viewers, thank you for sticking with us. Thank you for watching this extremely long game. Once again, we will be back to our regularly scheduled Arkham LCG in a couple weeks, probably once Gemini has her laptop fixed. Until then, let us know if you enjoyed this game or if you'd like us to play anything else. We're open to trying pretty much anything. So that's all for
Let
tonight,
Eli know in
and
advance.
see
Let
you
Eli
guys
know in
next
advance
week.
So I can teach them.
Yep. Peace.